Hey, Marco, you ready for the totally awesome, coolest show ever?
Let me tell you something. We're going to be doing comics about wrestling. Yeah. There's only one comic that rises to the top. It's the cream of the crop, brother. Yeah. I want to tell you something, Pete. If it's not superior, elbow drops from the top. 1, 2. So, for those that don't know, we finally are doing the wrestling show and mixing it with. How did you do with this new crappy logo? It's the WWF.
So I did the old rep logo.
I appreciate it. I will tell you this. Pete, if you watch the IGs, will not. He did not give me or will not let me know what the list was. I was trying to make suggestions. He said, "No, don't worry, I got it." If it's a bunch of new wrestlers of these little 120-pound flippy floppy guys, these guys, Jungle Boy and like Tata or whatever the little kid is.
No, that's AEW stuff. That's AEW.
Whatever.
No AEW.
If I see it, I quit. I'm just quitting automatically. All right.
There's an easy way to figure out how I did this. I went with the covers. If the cover had the old school WWF sort of logo, because I couldn't put the F, they went on the classic side.
Put the F.
They had the newfangled one. They went on the new side.
Oh, on the comics they couldn't do it. All right, cool.
Well, the comics that we chose. So we got 15.
Good. So we're gonna get some actual wrestlers, some good guys, and then we're gonna get a bunch of junk. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well,
there's so many good wrestlers they didn't pick for covers though. I was looking and hoping. I'm like, come on, where's Junkyard Dog? And
there's a connecting cover. It was like during
I don't count though. Those aren't really that great. Like the art on them.
The whole collecting is, and Junkyard Dog's in one of them for some reason. It doesn't make any sense. Like who they have in the ring when you connect them makes no sense. It's got like I think they'll have like for example, I think the Junkyard Dog one then will have something like Gold Dust will be in that one, and some new kid that I don't know, like CM Punk or something. Huh?
It's like, how big is this ring with the way they connect?
Yeah. It doesn't make any sense. Right. It doesn't. So, but we have that coming up. We'll also like hit on non-spoiler because you got to come for if you want all the goodies, the Sunday show's ready. And by the way, from what I hear from the boys on the Sunday show, we might have a little bit of we might have figured something out, or they're trying to figure something out, or they got a little bit of speculation of something that happened in the last part of the show. So like you might want to turn it on Sunday because I think it's going to be very entertaining, very, very entertaining. Mm-hmm. And me and Eric are doing all right. So I don't know about everybody else.
It's quiet.
How are you going to do? All right, let's say hi, Ed. Dom is looking. No, Dom literally just goes like, "This is everything. You can't. Yeah, you can't."
Like he's cooking spaghetti. Stick on the wall.
Done. I didn't see Red Dawn. Han Solo with a kid Kylo Ren showing up. Didn't see that yet either. I wish I could give away something because I got it right, but I can't give it away till maybe later on today or something.
Crimson Dawn. I was like, what are you talking about? Red Dawn?
Oh, yeah, Crimson Dawn. Sorry. Remember the Crimson Dawn one? Is that still going on? Is Kieran Crimson Dawn still going on? Oh, sorry. We got to say hi to people. Let's not dwell on this. Hey, it was definitely right about flashbacks. Okay. That actually was something I was 1,000% right. Called the episode, as a matter of fact, for that.
You did.
Let's go, Darth Lopez. Hey, Eric. Hey, look, my partner right there. Sorry I haven't had a chance to call you. It's been a really busy couple days. Good, Shannon. I guess in Pittsburgh, you could just give your little kids whiskey no matter what. That seems about right. Marv, good to see you. Ed, no, we're not doing Dick the Bruiser. Hacksaw might show up. I hope he does. Hey, Joe, what's going on? Sticks, good to see you. Not so bad. We'll get to the rest of them in a little bit. Good to see Rennavision in the chat too. But Pete,
just want to say hello to everybody.
Let's start off with a little bit of Actually, this is something we talked about just pre-show, and we'll have to. Oh, Dwayne Scott, good to see you. Yeah. He'll be on Sunday. Scott, he'll be here on Sunday. You'll get in Venom's. What's going on? You'll get to see what Dom has to say on the Sunday Star Wars show, and if who's going to show up where, and he might. I mean, he got Boba in a good week. We'll put it that way. There you go.
Yes, he did.
Venom's good to see you too. This is the thing we're thinking about doing because we don't do spoilers on this show. But speaking of Dom too, I was thinking about maybe for the last couple shows, especially because the next show seems to be something that's really going to be big, is maybe we'll try to figure out how Twitch works and just do like a post-cap midday afternoon Twitch like just royal rumble of shit talking right after people watch the episode. So it would be 100% a spoiler. But it'll kind of just be a preview spoiler of what we'll do on Sunday. Let me know if that's something you guys might be into. I don't know how the Twitch thing works, but we'll try to figure it out by next week. Maybe
we're trying to branch out, check out
interest into that. So we will. All right, so here we go. Let's get into it, please. I'm not going to put that up there, Eric. Please go. Let's get to the news. Let's get some news. Let's see what's going on. There's a lot of stuff that the news is exciting. I think people are missing the news actually this week. So we're going to
do good stuff in here this week.
So I also don't know what's in the news slide. So I don't know what's in the wrestling ranking or the news slide. So I hope we get some good stuff in the news this week because there's a couple of things I want to talk about. And then Pete.
Yeah.
Did we get some Moon Knight news? That was good news.
There was a little bit of Moon. Well, not all of it's good though. If you saw what happened today, but we'll get to that.
No, I didn't. No,
we'll get to it. But we got the news for today, Wednesday, January 19th, 2022. And we will start off. I debated. I asked you if you wanted to switch up the order, but we'll start off with the box office.
Yeah, I didn't think I saw the message too late.
Yeah, it was more. Should we do like a top news story of the day kind of thing? But we'll figure that out. But we got our box office report, which surprisingly not really has him still on top, but he's still kind of on top. 900 million internationally, 1.6 billion plus. Yes, Spider-Man came in second place this week, but it still made another 20. Just following Scream.
Wait, Scream? Like the movie Scream? Like the original one?
No. They decided to kind of come up with a sequel to Scream, but just call it Scream. Makes no sense.
Isn't there already 3 screens?
There are. No.
And then like 4 bootleg versions? Okay, well, that's a waste of people's money.
There's 4. And this is 5, but they still just call it Scream.
So we are in Idiocracy right now. Like we are in that movie. Okay.
It's not a remake. It's not like a restart.
Well, no, I just want to understand where we are in.
I don't understand it.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. But still, it came out on top. But Spider-Man, as I said, it's still doing well.
What's the 355? Do you know what that is?
No, actually.
Okay, cool. Sounds good.
I haven't been paying attention to the movie industry too much as I used to. It's because I'm not going.
I try to watch that James Gunn TV show. It's just tough to watch a scene in it.
Yeah, it's a little kitschy, I guess. But Spider-Man, number 4 all time now, domestic. It has passed Black Panther. I thought it would, but I didn't think it would. I thought it would just eke past, but it looks like it's still rolling. I mean, it just made 20, so it's probably still got another 25.
I'm gonna go 5 times this week, so that'll pass Avatar because Avatar doesn't belong there.
Yeah, it would be nice if it passed Avatar. I don't know if it has that much left in it, but it would be nice.
Chick flick. 355 is a chick flick. Is that where you're cruising, Joe? You're cruising the 355, see if you can pick up some chicks?
Oh, the action. I think.
No, it's a 355 is a spy movie with all female cast.
Yeah, I think I know what it is now.
So Ghostbusters 3 then, or 4, or whatever it was.
Oh, worldwide, Spidey still in number 8. He did not move up, but he got much closer to The Lion King. We'll still probably get to number 6. I don't know if it'll pass Avengers. I don't think it's hitting 2 billion, but maybe. If it opens in China, it will.
Good.
So, just as it restarted, they got to shut down again. So, Black Panther 2's got to take another timeout, this time for COVID.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
But they said it's only going to be like a week. They're not going to halt it for too long.
I just swore. All right. Well,
we're 9 minutes in.
I mean, Marvel sure does know how to push stuff around, so I think this isn't going to be a problem. But I would suggest this. If you want to make money and not break your contract, I would suggest you do something. Like, just make the movie. Do what you got to go to work every day. You know, like I once had a job where, like, I had a job that was like 4 miles from my house, and I could walk, even out here in Michigan in the winter. And for months I did. And then I got this opportunity for another job. But the problem with it was it was 21 miles. And I don't know if you know about Michigan winters, but you're not walking 21 miles in Michigan winters. So you know what I did? I sucked it up and bought a car so I could get to work on time.
What are you
That's all I'm going to say. You got to do what you got to do to get money and get paid.
Yeah, but this doesn't have anything to do with that. This is more just almost a funny coincidence.
Yeah, right. It is. Okay.
Well, because who apparently tested positive is not who wouldn't get the shot.
They should keep them all like the NBA players and the NFL players and the college kids. All of a sudden, they start canceling multi-million-dollar games. Oh, we're all in a bubble now. Look, how long is Black Panther taking? You lost a star, unfortunately. God rest his soul. You know what I mean? You know, how long is this thing going to take? People aren't going to give a shit soon enough.
Well, November. They still got time.
People won't give
not much.
Short minds. People won't give a shit. They just won't.
Yeah.
People's minds. They don't give a shit. Yeah, Wakanda bubble. Yeah. Hey, get that money is all I'm saying. Do the Wakanda bubble. They'll put you up in like a 6. Have you ever been in one of these like 6-star hotels? Dude, they're sweet, man. Like you get this whole suite. You can't. You can pee from one side and like not even make it to the other side of the hotel.
They had to pause before because somebody got hurt.
Who's getting hurt? Get a stunt double in there. What are they doing with this stuff?
I don't know. Moving on. Fantastic Four. Rumors are going to start casting. This is not who they cast. I'm just.
Oh, thank God! Holy crap! Okay.
Oh, come on, Jim from The Office would be awesome. He and his wife would be perfect for these two roles.
When I was a little kid, we had this is bad. We didn't have like a color TV and we didn't have cable. So we had we had these like the little records, the little these ones, and like there was one of these, the Fantastic Four one. It had like I think it was like Fantastic Four 1 on the cover, and would repeatedly play a version of Fantastic. So this was like the first superheroes I got introduced to, and it's one of those things where I don't want them to make any more movies because if you know me, you know that I hate that they F up characters. So I'd rather just keep this as like nostalgia than see what they keep doing to this bullshit. So there you go.
I think they could do it. They could do it right. They got the guy who did Spider-Man to do it. So
I'm talking about.
We'll see.
So why do we have Jim? Why do we have Jim here?
Because people have been speculating it'll be him forever, and then now more rumors have started this week where people saying, "Oh, they're talking to him," just because.
So the Office was that. I mean, I understand it's called the Office, so I assume it's in it's in an office space. Yes.
Yes.
So was Jim like the mail guy or something? Was he like a buff?
No, he was one of the paper salesmen. He was like a guy.
This actually looks like the best man in my wedding, to be honest with you. I gotta send him this because it looks.
Well,
like
he's also Jack Ryan now on the Amazon show.
Huh. Well, yeah, but the best man in my wedding is like a Marine and looks like this. Like, so this guy could pass a Marine or Jack Ryan.
Well, he got himself since The Office. He's gotten himself kind of jacked up so he can do some action type stuff.
Okay,
it's just it's fan art somehow.
Who's the girl that they have playing that you have in the image over here for the
his wife?
No, I'm quite sure I know. Oh, whose wife?
Emily Blunt.
Huh?
Emily Blunt.
Yeah, not her. No, sir. No.
You didn't like Jungle Cruise?
I don't like anything she's in. Every time I see her, I'm like, oh, this movie's gonna suck, or at least her parts do.
Devil Wears Prada? No, not for you.
Dude, Joe, no doubt. Absolutely. They did that last. And now, if you'd like to hear the rest of the story, please turn over the record for the Fantastic Four adventure to continue. Then you hear the. All right. All right. Good stuff. Yeah. Joe knows. Joe's on.
Yeah, they did A Quiet Place together. Anyway.
It's A Quiet Place.
The movie about like the creatures that hear you and kill you. This just looks like it would work, but apparently
think about that again. Think about what you just said. No, this won't work.
It just looks like him. Granted, if they would have done this like 20 years ago, yeah,
he's creepy as shit. I get you that. He does look like a creeper, but like, this is not going to work.
No. Well, this was just based out of an interview where he was just spitballing an idea, saying, "Wouldn't it be cool if Joaquin's Joker, there was another guy like him playing somebody who was pretending to be the Joker, like and just kind of having like two Jokers. He's kind of doing like a 3 Jokers type storyline, but just coming up with it on the fly."
I love Devil Wear Prada.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
The movie. Anne Hathaway, Meryl Streep, the whole fashion movie, because Emily Blunt was in it. That's why that was brought up.
Yeah, somebody needs to drug test her.
All right, that's it. That's all we got for the movie type stuff. Next, we're gonna go straight to gaming because I thought this would be our top news of the week
Mhm.
if we did a top news story, but Microsoft buying,
Ooh,
Activision
yeah,
Blizzard.
unbelievable. Remember last week we were talking about what's her name's buying like Candy Crush and a lot for a huge amount of Zynga games for a huge, and then this.
I got that.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Look, I mean, first off, Microsoft buys them, so now some of these games like COD's got a league, Overwatch has got a dying league. COD's league's in a little bit of trouble too.
Mhm.
Yeah, bold move there, Cotton.
Mhm.
Bold move there, Cotton. Yeah. So I know tons about movies. What are you talking about, Lopez? I know tons about movies. Tons. But like, so it's kind of an interesting move because they have Halo and there's a Halo League. And now there's been all these stadiums and stuff built for the COD League. But now you could use those stadiums and have I was talking to JJ about this. He's like, well, like Overwatch is, the theme is like, is Overwatch dead? Well, yeah, it's kind of dead. But like Call of Duty 2 is in a little bit of trouble recently, but it'll come back. Especially now they're going to put in money. But the question is, do they 86 PlayStation, like no more PlayStation out of this? Or do you just make money off it's like the Disney thing with Hulu. Yeah, sure. We'll put our stuff on there, but we're also going to get 50% or 60% of yours. We're going to get 60% of your stuff and you're going to get, whatever.
Yeah.
Or 40% of your, whatever it is over there. But you know what I mean? And like, who cares what you put out?
It's like having you've got the quarterback and the team you're playing has your same wide receiver. So you still get the points.
Yeah, you still get the points. Yeah. And then on top of that, they're going to do probably exclusive skins just for Xbox. So then you got more people buying your Xbox. And you can now condense COD and Overwatch into COD, Call of Duty and Overwatch into one league. And maybe come out with a Diablo game that's good. So, I mean, like, yeah, not a bad move. But wow. I mean, everybody's talking about how this is like the metaverse merging or whatever. And I don't know. After I saw the mods kids in Book of Fett, I'm not quite sure my whole plan of becoming a cyborg and wanting, that type of stuff, and be one with the metaverse is going to be, it's going to be actually what I think it is. I think I'm kind of getting depressed over it. So,
yeah, but just about $70 million. There was an article that I was reading. I can't remember where it was. It was on IGN, but they were trying to put it in perspective of like how big this deal was. So, to kind of put it in perspective, back in 2018, AT&T bought Time Warner.
Yeah.
EC, all that stuff. Warner Brothers, $85 billion. Not too long after, Disney buys Fox for $71 billion. So Disney bought all of Fox with X-Men, all that stuff. And now we have the Activision, Blizzard deal.
Oh, and by the way, they got this for a steal because of all the these guys over there at Activision Blizzard are a bunch of assholes that don't know, hey, you can't harass women. You can't have something called a Cosby room. Like, you know what I mean? Like, hey, you know what? When you actually show up to work, you're supposed to do work. You know what I mean? Like, you want to be a jerk off, go to a bar, be a jerk off there. So at least somebody can punch you in the face. Like, you can't do that at work. So they lost a lot of people. Their stock was banking. And I think Microsoft picked, I mean, honestly, when you think that like your license, I think just to get a license to be in the COD league is costing you, I think like $5 or $6 million.
Jesus.
There's 20 teams. I mean, like this is a steal. They just stole this. They stole this. So get that Microsoft buy-in.
And you mentioned this. So look how cheap these look now. Getting Zynga for 12.
Well, I mean, that's the mobile portion of it, but yeah.
Amazon got James Bond and MGM for 8.5.
Yeah, nobody cares about James Bond anymore, though.
Well, you still got all the IP. You get the intellectual property. That's
you do. You get like the three good James Bonds they ever made. Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
But and then they also bought Bethesda last year too. Microsoft,
which was I can't remember who that was.
Billion.
Huh? Yeah, I know. But I can't. It was what's the name of the game? There's 2 games that they bought that was worth it.
They do like Skyrim and
Skyrim. Yeah.
What the heck? That Fallout? Yeah, Fallout.
Those
looking at pictures.
The rest doesn't matter.
Yeah, I can't remember the names of those other games, but they're still popular. But then, as you were talking about it,
royalties.
you mentioned it. They were talking about whether these games are going to be exclusive to Xbox, but right now they're not really saying.
Yeah, why would you make money? Rent it out. You don't. I mean, you buy more than one house. You can't live in all 3 houses. You rent one of them out.
What they did say, from what I could read, especially with the Blizzard stuff, or Blizzard or Bethesda, I think maybe it was the Blizzard stuff. They were saying they're going to start adding some of that to the like that monthly plan, the Game Pass. Yeah. Like they're going to start adding that kind of content to their Game Pass.
Yeah, which is fine. I mean, their Game Pass.
It makes sense. You put the old stuff on there, you make use of it.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know why they needed to lead with Pokemon selling the best it has in years, but it's not on the top. The reason why I put this on here is basically these were the top 20 selling games for last year. Okay. 2 of which were Call of Duties.
Yeah.
And Madden. And then Pokemon. It's just looking at the list and then figuring out how much Microsoft just bought.
I think Pokemon Go's still going on. They just released some other character on it. I mean, like,
oh yeah,
yeah,
interesting.
Yeah, I think it is. I mean, I have no reason why I know that, but I know it. So
this isn't video games, but I put it in the game section. But apparently, a new Dungeons and Dragons version is coming. I don't play D&D, but I'm curious about it. I probably would if people in my area played it, or I knew, had friends who played this type of stuff. I'd probably play it, but. Apparently, this latest release, this $170 expansion set, is kind of leading itself into this new version that's coming with the 50th anniversary. 50 years D&D's been around. It's crazy.
You really don't want to be married anymore, do you?
She knew what she was getting into.
I don't know if anybody knows that you get into D&D.
All right, we'll go over to streaming then. You're wondering, you're asking...
Joe, I can't.
What do you think of the trailer?
I agree. This is what we do know. Mark Spectrum is like he was a U.S. Marine and like born in the United States, correct? We're aware of this, correct?
Yes.
Did somebody forget to tell the writers, the actor, and the director this scenario?
Well, he's not Mark Spector.
When he answers the phone,
he's Stephen Grant.
Yes, but when he answers the phone, he still says, "How do you know?"
And he said, "Then that's Mark Spector." It's just playing into the whole multiple whatever personalities. The
he sounded like Grant when he answered the phone. So,
well, yeah. If you answer your phone, somebody who knows you answer your phone just doing a silly accent, they can probably still recognize you.
He found the phone in the wall. It was the emergency phone for him. He knew what he was getting into.
Yeah, but it's still
this is another one where, like, I don't want to comment on it because, like, I mean, you know me personally, and you know that Moon Knight is like,
I know
the hype. It's a character that I very well vested in as far as fandom, and like, it doesn't matter what they're going to do. It doesn't matter. They're not going to do it right. And
yeah, I know you're going to be disappointed. I will admit, I'm not worried about any of that. I'm fine with how they're building the story. I'm not a huge fan of the outfit, though. I don't know. It's given me turtle vibes somehow. I don't know.
I kind of mentioned that the first time we got to see it, and was like, well, hopefully they'll fill it out and finish it off. And it doesn't look like they quite
still kind of has that kind of. I don't know. We'll see. I got to see it more in motion, and it's just.
This is the problem. Joe. I think a lot of I think there's a lot of people out there that are loud that usually like they don't really like movies with any depth or character building or whatever. They like they grew up in the era where we got a lot of Arnold Schwarzenegger movies and like Rocky, and which is all fine. You know what I mean? Those are all that stuff too. They're really great movies for the time. Like they really are. But like, this is the era of great cinema.
Welcome, Dan.
Hey, Dan. You were TV and Dan, were you at a swim meet today? TV. He's pressing books at a swim meet. I swear to God, the guy's pressing books at a swim meet. No, I swear to God.
All right.
The problem is, like, especially our age, like we grew up with all those like action, like Rambo never running out of bullets, like, but now we've gone past that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, so like, I think you can do in-depth characters from the books. You have the storylines. You have, I mean, years of character development, and like to forego it, which I think this is going to be it, because I think there's people. Oh, that's so great. He has bloody knuckles. Like, okay. Yeah. I mean,
We'll see.
he's definitely
All I
better
know
than
is-
Batman, though. He's definitely better than Batman. Look, he was at practice pressing comic books. I'm not.
Right.
I mean, I don't know how that environment works. I mean, I was an All-American
There's some
swimmer,
moisture in the air, maybe.
so I kind of know what the atmosphere is on a pool deck, but like, I'm not quite sure it's conducive to.
Paper products.
Yeah, but whatever. All right, yes, but that's gonna be my problem. See, that's why I don't want to not. But it's gonna meathead mouth breathers are probably gonna love this one, but like, I have a feeling it's just gonna.
You think so?
Moralize, yes. Oh yeah, yeah.
No.
They have the one scene they keep showing of him beating stuff up and the dripping of the blood on the Moon Knight like boomerang thing. Yeah.
Yeah, but that could be like 3 episodes in, and we're getting like 2 episodes of him being confused over who he is, running around like Edward Norton in Fight Club before he realizes he is Tyler Durden. Sorry if I spoiled Fight Club for you guys.
Yeah. Spoiler alert: Fight Club. That's how that works.
Yeah. It's well. You've had 23 years.
Then, no, because then you get them.
You didn't watch it yet. I
Then
apologize.
you get people that don't understand Fight Club that watched it and are like, "Yeah, we heard it was the greatest ever," and they're like, "It was because they built soap in a bomb and blow people up, and it's like a really," and you're like, "Yeah, I get what it really was about, but like, what's it really about?" You know what I mean? So if they do that, I kind of probably would like it, but I don't think they're going to do that. I think it's going to be Moon Knight in a terrible costume, jumping on buildings with the moon behind him and beating people bloody. And not knowing, being very tired and not figuring out that whole call the line, don't wake up thing. I was like, God damn, come on, man. Oh, okay. That's enough of that.
Well, now is
praying every day that this is going to
news.
be. I'm praying it's not going to be a bad. I'm praying like, just give me like C-ish. You know what I mean?
All right. Well, here's the bad news that hit today. If this actor at 37, he died in a ski accident.
Who is he playing?
He was playing. Why can't I think of
brother?
Name? No.
Yeah, Spectre's brother.
What is it, Mr. Midnight or something? Mr. Midnight or something?
Brother. Yeah, he's playing his brother. Okay. So that's easy though. That's an easy swap out.
Well, they've already filmed this season. I mean, it's gonna be dropping soon.
Yeah, okay, but with the brother,
the actor, he's passed away.
Dude, remember Spartacus? They like swapped out.
That's true.
Do it.
Yeah, no, they can. I mean,
plus half the time he should be in a mask anyways. And then you can figure it out, and you just get somebody. I
still feel bad. The guy, he's 37. He's dead.
That I feel bad for. I mean, like, what are you doing?
He was in. He was skiing. I mean,
look, if you can't make it past the bunny hill, I mean, no offense, and God rest them, but like,
I don't know.
Don't go to Double Black Diamond. Like, you're in a TV show. You're about to be a hit. You're gonna be in a skin tight outfit. With your schwanker floating around. You're gonna get.
He's also been in movies. I forget but he's like starred in some features. I don't know him very well. He's like a French actor, so I think he's bigger over in Europe than he is here. But
people will understand. People will understand because the dude died. Yes. Yeah. I believe that's true, Shannon.
Star Wars. So she says they're gonna be sticking around a while. I don't know what that means. Past this series? God, I hope not.
See, did you see why I say don't mess with nostalgia? Because then you get mods. You get mods.
Well, I can't.
JJ's here, and JJ's the guy. Like, don't give us flashbacks. You know what they haven't done in flashbacks? They haven't given us mods in flashbacks. That's what they haven't done in flashbacks.
Or did they?
Or did they?
They did. Shit. Yeah, they even ruined those, man. Shit.
Yeah, sorry. That's not really a spoiler. I mean, we're not giving away story plot points, but we'll save that bit for Sunday.
Mods suck, dude.
They don't make sense.
Like I said, I literally have had the dreams since I was 12 to be a cyborg. Like cyborg. Eventually, we would have the science technology to have cybernetic parts, fix stuff that I need fixing.
They're out of work street kids. How do they have brand new clean clothes and shiny bikes?
So
they can wash their clothes on laundry day?
Russians! Get the Russians. Dark Lopez, get the Russians. I do have it, but it might spoil something.
Yeah, but that was last week, so I don't feel fine, bad about.
Okay, well, I can tell you how they get their parts. Their parts are from disassembled droids. So they go around and like capture droids, and then they break them apart, and then.
Why would you want to do that?
Because they don't need service.
Yeah,
they're like. I get it. It doesn't make any sense.
the type of stuff.
I'm not going to defend
the
these.
type of stuff has existed in Star Wars, but no, I'm like saying it exists in Star Wars, but like Luke's hand, I wasn't like, or even Anakin's hand, and like the cybernetic things we've seen before, like they cover it up to make it look like a real hand. They don't like have a weird red arm just chilling.
Fetishism.
I think it's supposed to be like the new tattoos. I think they're trying to do a play.
Yeah, all I know is
because face.
We'll get to that bit again on Sunday when they walked in your tattoo parlor.
What can you get from a mouse droid? I mean, I don't know, dude. Listen, I'm not, Shannon. I'm not gonna. I just told you this is the worst part of this, and it's ruining it for. Well, this is something else.
Voice box, squeaky voice box.
There you go. Yeah, if you want a little squeaky voice,
squeaky voice box.
Some wheels on your
mouse droid.
I guess you could put, instead of having shoes, you could just put the wheelies in the back of your.
Yeah, put the wheelies on your feet. So you don't have to go through sneakers.
There you go.
To see Stormtrooper cruising around the Death Star.
I think that's supposed to be.
We'll move off of Disney Plus then and the Star Wars.
Please don't put spoilers in the chat. Please don't put spoilers in the chat.
Netflix's price is going up.
Why?
Again.
Because they can. Because people are going to pay it.
Yeah, but I mean, besides Witcher, I mean, for my kids, they watch Transformers, My Little Ponies. That's on there. They don't even.
Hey, I still haven't watched it.
That's on Tubi.
Watch Squid Game.
Well, they sealed up that big Sony deal, so they're getting all the Sony movies. That's why they justified it.
Interesting.
Well, they're going to price themselves out eventually.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
You know what they're going to do is offer a commercial version, just like Hulu does.
Speaking of Witcher, I picked this because of the headline. I'm like, ooh,
yes,
Witcher's doing better than Hawkeye, and
it was good, bro. It was good.
It was, but guess what? This article is misleading. It's Witcher season 1 and season 2 are better than Hawkeye season 1 and Wheel of Time season 1. It doesn't make sense. It's basically on par as far as viewer wise with those other shows, just season 2. But they're banking in on season 1's.
Here's a question.
You know what I love about Witcher? It's Henry Cavill. If you ever watch him do the interviews, he's like so into it. He like loves playing the role. It's amazing.
Yeah. I actually talked to my brother because I was telling him some of this. He played the game. Never read any of the stuff, but he played the game. He's like, I might actually watch it now. My older brother, so hopefully he gets into it. But and this is where my question comes in, because I see you only need Netflix account for like 6 friends. So let's say that I've got 4 devices in my house that are attached to Netflix. Does that mean I can still? Is it per IP address or is it per device? Like, I want my brother to be able to use my Netflix.
I don't know. I don't know how that works. I think it lets you make a multiple profiles.
I think it's device. Yeah.
But how many are going to watch it at the same time concurrently is your other question.
Yeah, I mean, because that's it. Like, I have it at I got an iPad that I run around with, and I got it on
Yeah, but you're not going to sit in front of your television while watching it on the iPad as well. I mean, why do you want to listen to the stereo while you're watching
sometimes
TV?
Like, I'll watch it, and then my wife will watch something on her phone, something different, something called like Anna's House, or like, one of the things Darth Lopez watches and likes, like Prada for Love or whatever he's got there. So, I mean, like one of those things. So I don't have to watch.
Devil Wears Prada.
Yeah, sure, whatever. But like, something like that. So then that.
All I can tell you is Witcher's a great show.
The kids are watching ponies on the TV. So then, like, that's 3. So then I need, all right. Yeah,
I can't wait to break in my new Witcher t-shirts once they
I'm
come
actually
in.
disappointed, though. I wanted a little bit more on Witcher this season. Like, because the end thing that happens at the end, no spoiler. Wait, how long has this been out? Isn't this been out for like 3 weeks? Can we spoil Witcher?
December?
Yeah, it's been out since like mid-December.
Yeah, it's been about a month.
We'll give it a couple more weeks. Remind us, we'll spoil it next week. But the end of the last part, what happens at the end of Witcher? JJ, did that happen in any of the games or any of the books?
I don't know. I'm like I think I read like one of the books.
Yeah.
I think it happened late. I haven't
read
read
2 of the books. I think.
Yeah, I haven't.
Yeah.
I haven't read the books, but
It's been so long since I
haven't
played
read
the
them.
games that because even Witcher 3 is like I played it when it came out. That was like what 2012 something
It's a
when it
long
first
time
came
ago.
out. I mean, it's been out for a while.
All right,
Yeah, it's been a
I will
minute.
tell you, I thought the end of the season was amazing, and I wanted one more, and then I got mad, and I had to buy a new iPad case because. Anyways,
I don't know. I'm a big fan of the show, but
I
we'll
love it.
move on.
You're great.
We don't want to spend too long on the news. We're already 35 minutes in. We got to look at Batgirl's costume. Not bad. It does look like that new 52 version. That Batman
Can I ask you a
Batgirl
question?
35.
Mhm.
And you guys can correct me if this is an inappropriate thing to say, but does this young lady not look like she's not full up enough for Batgirl? Like she's not like. Don't you expect like a grizzled kind of like not grizzled but muscular? Like it looks like, you know what I mean? How do I say this without being? She looks like maybe a burger or something. You know what I mean? Like she looks a little bit too.
What?
Well, same thing about Gal Gadot. When Gal Gadot got Wonder Woman, they were like, too skinny.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she wasn't in the face. Like,
Turned
if
out
you're
fine.
in a costume, who cares? Because they can do all that stuff. In the face, this one here looks. I mean,
She looks kind of gaunt.
Yeah, gaunt. Thank you.
Yeah.
She looks gaunt. It's not that she is. I don't know.
Well-
I mean, I'm not putting a scale out and weighing this young lady. I'm just saying, like, doesn't she look a little bit too?
Don't you remember the 60s mod version on the Adam West show? Like, she was pretty dainty.
But Adam's West version was supposed to be campy. This is not supposed to be campy.
You don't know that.
And Gal Gadot does look like she's taking, like, she looks like, she looks like maybe she, a night at the bar, a drink gets spilled on her head. You know what I mean? There's some cat scratching punches being thrown. This one looks kind of like she looks gaunt. Yes.
Well, Gal was in the Israeli army, unless everybody has to be over there. So
Who was?
she had,
Gal Gadot was?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
Everybody. I mean, that's part of you when you're there. Yeah, you got to do your 2 years. Or whatever.
Husky's not the way. Yeah, chiseled. Is that a good thing to say or something? I don't. Gaunt was the perfect example.
Gaunt.
What she looks like here, and I think she needs just a filling.
You want to give her a sandwich, is what you're saying?
No, I want her to look like she could take a punch, and that's inappropriate. But like, not from a guy. Well, from anybody really. But like,
Well, think about it. If she does get a punch, she's probably going to cut somebody's knuckles on the cheekbones.
Whatever.
Weapon.
Yes, I know about Israeli mandatory military service.
Anyway, moving on from all of that.
I guess I didn't know she was
knows where we're gonna
Israeli,
go with
but whatever. I think that's where the loss is.
Lord of the Rings, the most expensive television show ever, and I can't wait.
Mhm.
It was just a teaser that didn't really
Pretty
show you
awesome.
much. It was just a teaser of the title card, but we have a title and a date.
Mhm.
So, Lord of the Rings of Power, September 2022. So,
I
just
just
later.
want
What
a remastered version of The Hobbit, and I'm good.
do you mean? Animated one?
Yeah, just remaster it. Just send it
You
back.
want an animated one? All right.
I don't need this crap.
Yeah.
All right, what do I got next for you? I got a couple of toys. A little bit of toys for today. Hasbro Pulse. I know it's your favorite thing. They got Friday. We're going to have a Hasbro Pulse thing.
I'm not trying to date her. I'm trying to cast her in a position of somebody who has to take punches. So
Let it go.
looking for someone who can take a punch is the worst dating profile. I agree, but like I'm not trying to date the young lady. I'm trying to cast her for a part of somebody who can take
We've moved on. We went through Lord of the Rings. Now we're on G.I. Joe. Let skinny Batgirl go.
All right. What do we got on Fan First?
It's just going to be Friday. They're going to have a little fan first. They're going to announce some G.I. Joe classifieds. I
They'll
think.
probably have something cool, unlike
I hope.
Star Wars.
I hope. I mean, I do like the stuff they're making. I like my Snake Eyes with Timber. Like that was a pretty cool figure and set. What else do I got for you? I don't know what Good Smile is, and they keep calling this a model kit, but it looks a lot like a action figure to me. They got this Ripley with the power loader.
They usually do like I think they're a Japanese company or Korean, I don't remember, but they usually do like pre-painted models.
Yeah,
it's like action figures, but you kind of put them together.
Prefabricated kind of snap it together. But yeah, You can pre-order it.
Okay.
What is it, 100 and something? I got it covered up here. Oh, $95, I think, for this thing, if you're so inclined. And then I got a little statue. I can't say his name. Kota Ukaya? Is that right?
That'll be
But anyway, these are pretty cool. Pretty cool little statues. But they got an X-23 one coming out. So if you're interested, $130.
I think they've had one. I always thought they already had one.
They
made this whole line.
Blue and gold.
Yeah.
What's his name? The other Greek from Ohio.
Bishoju.
No, yeah, on one of the shows when we came through to do the con at Detroit Motor City, Bill, this is what they sold, like 3 of them, if you remember. They said,
yeah, they sell
a little bit. It's actually cool.
They hold their value for the most part of the statues. Do.
There's a bunch of them at Big Ben's on sale. They just got a whole load of these for Star Wars.
Interesting. All right, this isn't toys, but I didn't know where else to put it. But apparently, if you're a fan of Goonies, you can get this big gift set that has a map and all this extra stuff it's only $30. I mean, that's not too bad for a Blu-ray with all this extra stuff.
Yeah, then you got to buy a Blu-ray player.
You don't have to. You can just buy the stuff, buy the map.
You don't have a Blu-ray player?
I mean, I guess I got one in my truck for the kids.
It's like that's like one of the things. Is just it eats a plug. Like I don't use the Blu-ray player. We have it, but it's just taking up a place on the power strip that could be used for something else, like a Fire Stick. Or
I just use the PlayStation.
Yeah,
it takes so long. I don't know. I hate using like the Xbox or the PlayStation to play a movie because it just seems like it takes longer to load. You got to use the controller. Like I don't like.
You know what I use is streaming services that I pay for. That way, I don't have to buy Blu-rays.
I know, but my dumb ass bought like all the first 20 Marvel Steel books that came out for some stupid reason, so I got them all. So I feel like I should watch them sometimes. Otherwise,
I pay for Disney Plus, which has
I still have a gigantic Blu-ray collection. I haven't like bought one in like 3 years.
I stopped. After I haven't bought it.
You can sell them.
Yeah, maybe I'll do that.
I know.
You might try to escape it, but I've got sneakers.
Oh, no, sir.
We got Rick and Morty.
These are actually kind of cool. Wait, do you get one green and one pink red?
Yes, they don't match. You get one green, one red.
How much?
Oh,
and which are they going to have the air? Are they going to have the airs inside?
They're LaMelo Ball Pumas. You can see they got the little portal on the front. They've also got Rick and Morty on the stitched in there. These are it's covered up. $135. They'll come out in February.
Yeah. Okay, not as interesting anymore.
130. Yeah. Well, sneakers are expensive. They just are.
Well, also too, I doubt the Nike. They do that air thing. Like on the inside on some of the Pumas, where it's like it was like the Nike thing, like Cole Haan had to. It's not really Nike, but it's like
I don't know. I don't think I could do the different colors though. I'm weird, like not weird, but I like things to kind of match. So I don't like having 2 different shoes. I feel like I left the house without my medication.
I think it would be amazing to do that.
Yeah.
Obi, did you see what Big Ben posted today? All the Star Wars whatever they're called. Look and remind me what the name of those.
Oh, the little your Coda boy whatever.
Yeah,
the Art FX.
Is that what it is?
That's easier to say than the
Art FX. Art FX is the same company.
Yeah, it's the same company. Whoever it is, it's the same company, but they the kid.
I just picked these because they were weird looking. Year of the Cat. These kids Nike Air Force Ones. These are kid sneakers, so they're only $70, but they're for kids.
There was a Vans, a unicorn van. It was like for little kids. So when my kid was like 2, I got her these Vans, the company van. It was a unicorn. Yeah. Like a unicorn shit on it or whatever. She loved it because it's a unicorn. They're trashing it. And somebody came out and was like, oh. And I said, oh, what? They're like, you let your kid wear those? And I'm like, yeah, why not? The shoes, I bought them at Nordstrom Rack. As you all know, big fan of Nordstrom Rack. Bought them for like $15. They're like, those are $150 shoes. So like Nordstrom somehow screwed them up and put them there. And shoes were, and I went online, legit ass selling for like $150 because it's some famous artist that did it. like this shit, like this. Probably some famous artist, right?
I still remember my buddy got my son his little Darth Vader Vans that were pretty cool. He wore those out until they, but kids, they grow so fast. Like you buy a
Who
pair
cares?
of
That
shoes,
you
last a month,
them.
they'll last a year.
Oh my god! Like she loved them though. They were like unicorns. So
yeah. And one more, just because I needed 3 to make it a section. Apparently, Louis Vuitton Nikes are going to be coming out with several colors, and they've got that weird, Louis Vuitton leather imprint.
Just doesn't look good. Why wouldn't
Yellow,
you do it in the Louis Vuitton color though?
No.
Black ones. They got blue ones. They even got purple ones. They had more. I didn't get all the colors. There's like orange and all this stuff, but no price. These are coming out sometime this year.
Oh, they're trying to push them with people who buy Supreme, huh? That's what we're doing now. Okay.
Anyway, now we've got comics. And there's
put them in, can you do? You didn't create that ad. Somebody put a Supreme Scape. What was that? Go back one.
What do you mean go back one?
Go back one to your shoe.
Yeah, it's just with
the. It's like that's like 3 different brands, and Nike definitely. Yo, all right, well, whatever. Okay,
it was on that sneaker. I forget the name. The sneaker news website that I go to.
All right.
Yeah, all right.
Trying to make some old wash stuff cooler than it actually is, huh? All right.
I'm just trying to hook up with a skateboard company.
Well, Supreme's like more than that. It's like a urban New York, like.
Well, we got some comic stuff for you, and we're gonna start with you've been banging the drum for this comic for like 3 weeks, it seems like now. But Star Wars just connected to the Old Republic with Ezra Mann here.
Yeah,
with Star Wars 20.
Yeah. But hey, look, I think even on Sunday we might do that too. We got to do the book review someplace, and I'm telling you, there's some really important stuff with Ezra Mann. Me and JJ been talking all day because he finally caught up, and I'm like, and he's got a little theory, and I got a little theory, and I'm like, well, but pretty important.
Yep.
I think we should do a list of High Republic characters that are still alive. Maybe that would be a good slow week one. All right, next
still alive. Oh, you mean at this point in the
like in memoriam to the ones that died?
Yeah, memoriam. We'll do like hey, like that
ones we lost
the X-Men thing, like Days of Future Past. Cross off, like have the list and then just have them cross.
Oh, you want to do the cross? I was gonna say we could do like JJ was saying. I can run a video. We can show slides, play some music. We'll have
no problem doing it.
Like,
I know, dude. Scott, how
I will remember you by sermon.
How butthurt were people though because we did this? We told people about this and then they didn't listen. We got some nasty. I got a nasty couple letters from people.
Like I told you, I bought the one at 25 off Midtown just because like, all right, you know what? I think it was $18. I was like, it's under ratio.
Somebody tried to tell me how Star Wars fans feel about this character and what its importance is, and if it was a first appearance in the book.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, you could question me on a lot of fandoms. I'm not quite sure you're going to question me if I'm a Star Wars fan. Well, Star Wars fans feel, oh, do they? I don't know much about Star Wars, so I guess I'll take your word for that one. But okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like it was what's her name with the hologram one panel like thing, No,
the quote was, "Hey, you're wrong because Star Wars fans feel." Like I talk to Star Wars fans and they feel, and I'm like, no, I have never talked to Star Wars fans before.
They talked to Star Wars fans that they had selected that shared their opinion.
Right,
easy to write that way.
I literally have had an internet show for over 2 years now, 2.5 years. That's strictly Star Wars content. I just that would be like saying like, hey, you go to Michael Jordan and go like, shoe fans would like to think that, and you're like, dude, the guy he does Air Force. I mean, like, you see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, no shoes.
It doesn't matter. But then they also wrote another little piece about Star Wars confirming that Sith Lords are lurking in the High Republic. And there was even some suggestions about our last character possibly connecting.
He literally put one on a cover, dude, at one point.
But still.
Yeah.
You get his name drop.
We do. Oh, Mr. Darth Bane.
Yeah, we do get the Bane name drop in here.
Name drop. We do get the name drop, which is cool. It was a good. Honestly, it's the first. I will shit on it if it's bad, but I will give it props if it's good. And Star Wars 20 was, even without the name drop and I guess the man thing was cool because he was in it, but like just how they did everything there and explained it, I thought it was pretty good. So it was a good book.
I didn't realize we're 49 minutes in. We should keep
You
going.
think they were?
I know,
Yeah.
Dwayne Scott. I know. Go ahead. What do you say, JJ?
Yeah, what are you saying, JJ?
Oh, I was saying, do you think they were saving that character? Because that's like the one character you never saw in High Republic comics. I wonder if they were saving him kind of for that.
Man, I think they
role of
were. Yeah, I think it was. So they could-
Well,
well, I think so. I mean, we'll theorize it on Star Wars because the novel
Yeah.
plays into it. But I think part of it is because there might be a little bit of linking there. I mean, like, you know, like maybe like I don't know, like let's say that you're a young slave on Tatooine, and then a princess comes onto your thing, and then like you know, and then you, even though you're supposed to be you know, a Jedi, you fall in love. And I mean, I don't know, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying.
And 10-year-old you uses pickup lines like, "Are you an angel?"
Yeah. Yeah. And then like, so then the new High Republic version of you goes, back when we were like Padawans, we used to like sneak away into the woods and twiddly dees and twiddly does. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
We will see. Well, Moon Knight's going to have another title, apparently. They're going to do an anthology because they've been doing this for a number of characters now. He's going to have a Black, White, and Blood. I think there was like a Carnage, an Elektra, Wolverine.
Who's going to write this?
It's an anthology, so I think it's going to be a like short stories. Little.
I know. But who do they have? Like, can we get like all the original guys? Like, I mean, come back and write the stories. Can we just not have like?
They probably will, but they'll probably mix them in and like scatter them, stretch them out. So there'll be like one of the 3 stories inside the title will be a short like synctron. Yeah,
Think they're gonna work their way through the color palette.
Like each one
Hulk will be like green, white, and blood.
No, I think you got to go with the black, white.
Who was the one that did it when Bushmaster got his face cut off and was bleeding? Who was writing that time?
Charlie Huston, or
yeah, I'd like a couple stories out of him. He did some good stuff with Moon Knight.
I think that was who was doing it then.
I think you're right. All right, next up,
moving on. Spidey is getting another #1 because we don't have enough restarts, numberings for Spider-Man. So let's do it again. And of course, they're going to give us a whole bunch of covers with what is this? Looks like an art germ. We got a Bagley.
Oh, looks like art germ, yeah.
A Peach. Because
Momoko, shocked.
I hate her a lot, so we got to get a bunch.
Shocked. Got to pay for that contract.
Yeah, in Yuck Lee, we got to mix him in there too because people like. But there's a whole bunch. I didn't grab them all. I just grabbed a few just as examples. But yeah, another #1.
Can Bagley do me a favor and just stop? Like, you know, it's like Romero Jr. Like he was, you know,
he's coming back to do this title.
Please no.
I swear to God, he's doing the interior.
Who?
Romita Jr.
Yep.
No.
JR is coming.
JR.
Exactly. I did the same thing.
A masterclass in how to crush a legacy.
It's like at that point, you should just do. Well, I'm not to say do the Jim Lee, but you should just be like, you know what? I'm just going to do random special cover. I'm going to do a cover every now and again. That's it. I'm not doing interior.
Bagley, by the way, I enjoyed his covers when he was actually writing like originally, like after the McFarlane stuff, doing the Bagley stuff was really good. And then go back to that Bagley cover. How much bullshit are you trying to put on here, bro? Like, seriously.
Yeah.
It's not like I got one back there. I'm looking at him, I'm like, yeah, man. Spider-Man's out there. He's got the thing coming down. Everything's looking good.
I mean, if you look at this one, you can see it. It's not the. Wait a second. This might be an old piece.
Yeah, they do that a lot.
This looks maybe. This is 92. This might be an old one.
Yeah, it's a bad one. Use some of his better stuff.
Yeah, because I was looking at it, I was like, wait a second. I think I see 92. Yeah. Even though he was better back then.
He was way better back then.
But this is
Romita on it, doesn't it?
No background.
It did. Yes, it did. I saw that. I was trying not to kill both of them at the same time. All right. Go anyway. Up next. Let's get through it.
But they're working their way towards 900. We're going to get dual cap titles apparently soon, too. So they're going to give us 2 caps.
So
That will
we're
be
going back to
confusing.
nobody reading Captain America again, right?
Well, we're gonna have Captain America, Sentinel of Liberty,
Oh, for fuck's
and
sake.
we're gonna have Captain America, Symbol of Truth. So rather having them, partner it up again or anything cool like that, we'll let them both be Captain America and give them their own titles because we can't decide.
Okay.
Moving on. Sandman. Tinian's going to be doing a series on the Corinthian from the Sandman series. I know
Or
this,
DC.
for DC. We're moving over to DC for a little bit.
How did that work with him exclusively doing that like online thing?
Well, he's still doing. He's not just exclusively online.
Oh,
He's still doing, something is killing the children, and still doing. He just has his own side piece.
hidden gem variant.
But this Nightmare Country apparently is going to focus in on this serial killer, the Corinthian from the original Sandman series, which I think was Sandman 10 was the first appearance. So keep that in mind. And I got one more comic bit of news for you. Apparently, DC is going to kill the Justice League. Apparently, it's going to be a big deal, a big event for them. I don't know what exactly it
Superman
means.
worked out. No, it's not.
That's what they're going back to. That they're harkening back to. But that was like 30 years ago.
I never totally buy this though. Like every time they say they're murdering like a major character or something, it's like Plastic Man or something.
Yeah, I don't know if they're actually going to kill the character.
Who's
What they're
that
going to.
Robin?
I don't know.
Who's that Aquaman?
It's like it's supposed to be Damien, I think.
Aqualad, yeah, because he's
That's
filling in.
Damien?
Yeah. I don't know. That looks like his outfit.
Oh, yes. I don't
The
know.
gray and the red and the black.
Damien. Yeah, Damien and Aqualad.
And then Green Lantern's the regular green. So it's like a bunch of kids and the regular one show.
Well, here, I'll uncover the bit because Superman. Well, it looks like.
Oh, we're getting all the Green Lanterns. Okay.
Well,
This
Hal's
looks
still
lame.
there, but yeah, we got other green. I don't know. There was multiple covers that they shared for this too. I just picked this one because it expressly said it on the cover, the death of the Justice League.
There's no hope. You should not do this. You should leave them be.
I was a big fan of the Jeff Johns run back in the day.
I know it was good. I'm just saying, like, don't bring him back because it's not going to turn out like you think it is. Hey, Bettis, how you doing, brother? You still doing all
That
right?
was our long news segment for this week. There was a lot of stuff that happened.
We got short and long. All right. Well, we're going to have to
cut stuff out. The news. I'm saying I cut stuff out. There was more. I was like Wonder Girl getting canceled, and
do you want to do the
with
voting
X-Men,
and do like
X-Men
spoiler
92
review at the end? And maybe we'll just section it out. That way we can do spoiler free at the end, and then we can get into the spoiler alert. Just do it all in one.
It's up to you.
Yeah, I mean, I figure that's probably the best way now that we went an hour with news. Let's get into the wrestling ranking. Let's go.
Oh, you want to do wrestling ranking now, so we can do that?
What you think? Don't you think we should do that, or do you think we should do spoiler free Boba Fett?
I don't know how much I can give you on spoiler free.
Yeah,
not to say I want to give you a full in depth thing,
tough
but
this time.
It's gonna be tough because
it is. But it'll set up. We can set up some things for a Sunday show where we can tell them like, like the final portion, just like the little bit that ended in the final scene, which I thought was pretty good in what she said. We're gonna theorize in that. We're gonna have a little bit of, especially with Dom. That's why we're saving him. All you people are asking because Dom has got some of the greatest theories of all time that we.
Well, he's a rumor collector. He'll go
grab he collects them all. So we will have the rumor report.
Like Pokemon.
Yeah, we'll have the rumor report with Dom. We'll have the right. Dom, he gave me a thumbs up and said, "Great idea." When I said, "Dom, we'll have a rumor report with you on Sunday." I just don't want to have it on the Wednesday show because it's going to be a production. So production level on that. Which Pete, production level on that, please. All right. So I'm going to have a rumor report, but we will spoiler free it later. No, we still haven't watched. No, you know why? Because I'm watching that Peacemakers. Anybody watching that piece of garbage?
I only watched the first one.
Oh,
I still got to get back to it.
God bless you. I don't know, man. I don't know if you want to get back to it.
I'll get back
I try to be
it.
nice about everything, but like that was just, I don't know. Anyways, all right, let's go. Oh, what do we got? Wrestlers. Okay, cool. So I might actually be
named everybody.
This is some garbage wrestlers. We're gonna now I get to see. Oh, I get to see who all the wrestlers are. All right.
Yeah, I named everybody so you knew who you were picking. I went.
Wait a minute. Why do you have him there? He's not. He's cool.
They're in order of issue number.
Yeah, but you have him under the wrong logo. You have the cool guys here, and then you have the bad guys.
I'm telling you, I put them under the logo that is on the.
Let's start off with a turd sack who I have no clue who he is. Here we go. Issue number 21, the 1 to 15 for this dude.
Oh, it's Braun Strowman. The monster among men.
I thought it was Zangief.
Who?
It's Braun Strowman. Well, he actually did get released. He's like 6'8", 385 pounds.
Looks like somebody who tried to set up the Braun Breaker, and then Braun Breaker just ruins them.
Oh, this dude's bigger than.
Do people like this guy? Does anybody in chat
I did like him. He was pretty fun. He was.
Was he?
Yeah, I mean, he was also like a big guy, so he could play the monster. But yeah, he wasn't bad. He was huge.
How much does this go for? If this is like a $2 book, I'd buy it.
Oh, I have no idea what this goes for. I can look it up real fast, though.
Yeah, look it up real fast. JJ, do you know anything about Braun Breaker?
No, it's Braun Strowman.
Nope.
Well, Braun Breaker is
Strowman.
Steiner brothers, Rick Steiner's kid. This is Braun Strowman, who is looks like he's got to squeeze out a heart.
What is this? 21? I said.
Sure, 21. Okay, I'm definitely
21,
not S
1
tier.
to 15.
Huh? No, I don't suggest we S tier. Again, this was one of the last issues in the run.
They're the worst guys to have. If it's but if any of these are $5, I definitely like. Did you? Oh, you didn't put the one in that I wanted. The girl.
Well, if it's a guy that's been released, if it's a guy that's not even in the WWE, like he can't be that sought after. So, like, I would think his variant is probably not a huge.
The woman who plays the Mandalorian.
Because she didn't have a cover in this run that wasn't a store exclusive. I didn't want to pick store exclusives.
There was one that wasn't a store exclusive that was in this run. Yeah,
I didn't pick any cover A's, and I didn't pick any store exclusives. These are the incentive variants. She didn't find her way onto an incentive variant. There's no Sasha Banks. Believe me, I would have loved to put Sasha Banks in there, but
Eric gives her a C.
It would have helped. Yeah, Braun. I'm fine with a C. It's not the greatest cover in the world even for him.
Nobody cares. D.
I'm not going to argue with that either. It's not a great cover.
Shall we go with the S tier?
Well, hold on, let me put him in. I'll put him in D. Like I said, I'm not going to argue, and I like him. I like him.
You might want to trash him. Actually, we might move him down. How much was he? S tier. I don't care how much.
$10 for the 1 and 15. You're Macho
trash.
Man.
Yeah, this is a trash book. Ask Steve Horde. He sells these books. Check out My Bargain Comics. Everybody loves this book. This book is ridiculous. This book is awesome.
I like this book.
It's actually a really great notch. It's very hard to find. S tier says Marv.
$200 raw.
Yeah, it's not a cheap book. I'm not telling you it's a cheap book. I'm telling you that you better watch. Go to eBay for My Bargain Comics, and if he throws up like a 9.8, you should probably get it before somebody else.
9.8s, 280 and 258.39.
Macho Man's S tier, bro. Everybody's giving this S tier. This is an easy S tier. It's actually
a 9.8 is 280, and the raw is 200.
Yeah,
that's a great deal.
3 copies up available right now.
But for 9.8, just buy the $80 more.
Not even 80. There's a 9.8 that's 258. Like you don't even have to get to 80.
But this is the thing. This is the thing with this book. It's actually it's like a sweet cover. Like it actually is a cool cover.
Well, I like it. I'm not going to argue S because that's why I picked it as part of the 100 show because I like it.
All right, we'll do another one in the better books. Then we'll go to crap book.
I know what side you're on.
I want to see what they do here with this guy. The 1 in 15 Chic. Does this go for a lot?
Probably because it's near the end of the run.
Oh, this is what a cover!
It's a Raza.
It is a Raza
by looking at it.
Yeah. What a cover! What a beautiful cover for the Sheik.
I tried to find a good picture of him
this one actually
of the Sheik, but it's all of him just doing holy.
Hey Kyle, what's going on? What do you think? You want to get on? I'll tell you your opinion on this. I'll send you a link, Kyle. You want it?
There's one copy listed. Guess how much they're asking for?
$300.
$100.
No. Keep going up.
$400.
Keep going up.
$600.
What?
$1,000?
Get out of here.
900.
No.
That's the Sheik
No.
listed himself. No, the Sheik
All
listed that
I'm
one.
saying is there's
So
only
it's
one,
the
and
Sheik.
somebody's asking $900. That's all I'm saying.
Sheik worth $1,000.
Sheik to buy it for $900.
Macho Man worth 200. Sheik worth 1,000. Come on, get out of here, Sheik.
It's near the end of the run. There's probably the print run.
do
I
know
don't
that-
have print runs in front of me, but it's probably low.
I'm sure the print was minuscule on these at the end of the run. So
Okay, give it to then A for
It
sure.
had to
I
be
mean,
small.
you can't go above A.
But there's none sold, so I don't know what
But
it sells. I
price is
mean, it
so-
should be a case where somebody just lists
I
something
don't know.
$900. Be funny.
yeah, like I can't find this book anywhere, so I'm going to list it at like $1,000.
Yeah. That's
See
what
what
that
somebody
sounds
pays for it, type of deal.
like. No, somebody's like, it's the end of the run, so I'm going to put it for $1,000. All right, Sheik's in A.
Put
Let's
them
go
in A?
down to the other side.
Okay.
We'll give you somebody halfway decent, maybe somebody pretty popular on the other side. I think the character is not a terrible character, but the book looks like shit. The Heartbreak Hit. The 1 in 25.
They gave
looks
him
like
the
a-
newer logo.
Looks like Sam Elliott from Roadhouse
Yeah.
in the cover.
And I think it goes for over 25, by the way, now. I mean, I think it goes over ratio.
I'm gonna take a look right now.
And like just it does not look good.
Maybe.
Like the Sheik's cover was so good compared to this cover.
Ooh, there's one up for $17.59 right now, but UK, so you got to pay UK shipping. So there's another 20 on top of that.
Yeah.
We got some Sasha
I paid
Banks.
$5 for it. Trash. BC. Are you saying trash because you don't like HBK because of the?
I don't know.
If you give me the Montreal job, you're wrong. By the way,
I mean, just
Sam
from the
Elliott?
looks of it, it's not a good cover.
It
doesn't
is
look
not-
Sam Elliott.
Does anyone know who drew this? It's bad. It's definitely D.
No, I don't have it in front of me. Who drew it? Yeah, $17, and one sold for $17.
Well, between C, B, C, I got it in D and trash and BC.
We're
Maybe
all
we'll
over the place. I'm in the kind of a C and below kind of range for
C
this one.
below. Me too.
I don't love it either.
AJ, where you at in it? The double D. Yeah, because the Hitman was
D,
such
maybe?
a great
I don't like it.
I think D is it.
I mean, it doesn't seem like it has much value.
It doesn't.
It's an ugly
It doesn't seem
cover.
like it has much value, and
Cover's
it's
real
poorly
bad.
drawn. It looks.
Yeah, it
So-
looks
Yeah.
really bad. All right, put it in D. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's move it
I'm
on.
also not a big
No,
HBK
no.
guy. Personally, that's
No,
not
no.
my dude.
All right, one more. Oops,
Hey,
I
you
left
gotta take him
there.
down.
Yeah, I know. I did. I did the crappy thing. All right.
Okay, we'll just pick
Okay.
somebody else. It'll replace it.
Here we go. Charlotte Flair.
The Queen.
The what?
The Queen.
You want the artist for that? It was the artist for that was Alexander Wells
For the
Alexander Wolf, huh?
HBK. It's terrible.
for the HBK. Yeah.
Charlotte Flair, although tries to get a good push, I guess, in wrestling nowadays, is well, it's a cover.
It's under ratio. It is also in that $17 range. Also from the UK. It's probably the same guy. This is a Jen Bartel, apparently.
Oh, really? Flair is C.
I can see it now, but
Yeah,
it
it looks like it.
Because it's Bartel, though. Oh, trash. We got a trash.
I wouldn't put in the trash.
I think
put in the trash.
Bartel-
Joe.
not a
I mean,
great
yeah,
Bartel.
no,
Bartel,
it's-
I think selling under ratio and being a Bartel keeps it out of the trash.
she's a heel, and she most of the time she's a heel, but it is what it is.
Yeah, at least she's not hurting wrestlers, I guess. You know what I mean?
No, she's not. Well, she's gone now. Nia Jax.
B. Okay, I think maybe C is fair though. Nope, C minus. Uh-oh.
I'm all right with C, especially for a Bartel.
I'm okay. Yeah, C is.
I'm good with C.
She's
Yeah.
good, especially for the price.
Actually, looks a lot like her. Now that you say it's Bartel, it looks a lot like her Jim and the Holograms covers, even the pose.
Was that two? Was that two of those? Okay, two of those. So we'll go. One.
You got three new, two olds.
Okay, so we'll go back up and do a 2 and a 1.
I need an old.
Yeah, we'll do an old. We'll do an old that I think is like.
No, the olds are on the top, and
Yeah, I got it.
schools down below.
I don't like this cover.
Well, it's gold dust.
It's not just Gold Dust, but they did it with the Gold Dust when he was supposed to be like the anti-Oscar statue thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's originally Gold
You know
Dust.
what? I would like it better.
Hmm.
I would like it better if it was just painted, but then that film kind of makes it look
didn't have the
like
film
out of place.
That's what I'm telling you. The Gold Dust film thing was
Yeah,
part of the
yeah.
original gimmick. It was supposed to be part of. He was like
Yeah,
gold.
well, I get
statue.
that, but I'm just the way it's done on this cover is
you're
not.
messing up the
not for me.
cover a little bit. Unavailable on this one.
C and D.
Any sold? Let me see if any sold. None sold. So I don't have a price on this guy. None available. None sold.
Because nobody
1
wants
in
to buy
30
it.
is an odd ratio.
Yeah, it is. Boom.
Yeah, it is boom.
C minus ish. I think we're in the CD right here with this.
Yeah, I'm there. This is going to be tough to find, but
Yeah.
I'm not in love with the
No, I think it's.
with the cover.
I mean, if we got a couple trashes, I think we could have thrown it.
Did we or we didn't?
No,
C
we
or
didn't.
D?
C.
Okay.
See.
Okay, a popular character, very popular character, but I'm not quite sure what people are going to have an opinion. It was an early variant 2 in the run, so there's a lot of them, but it's Hot Rod Roddy Piper, but he looks like a Chucky fucking doll.
I don't care.
You don't care. How much does he go
I don't
for?
care. I still like it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's another Raza, isn't it?
It's got to be.
Yeah, I think it's a Raza.
I mean, he got the feathering of the hair. All right. It actually kind of looks like a cross between Chucky and Mark Wahlberg. And his knuckle, not the broken hand knuckle thing, like because of you retaping your knuckles like enough times, you get like your 2 fingers because you use like, if you just use the cutting tape, will push up more because it screw your knuckles up. So he's got the whole hand thing right with him. But
also, no idea on this one. None available, none sold.
It's because this isn't people's. You're not. Yeah. You got this one.
Hard to find.
Yeah.
B.
And if you're a Roddy Piper fan, you're probably hanging on to it.
I'm out of.
I'm with Joe.
D. Marv.
Oh, Marv, come on,
Marv.
Piper's Pit.
It's gonna be a spread.
Piper's
B.
C. Oh, Eric.
A C.
I might need a new part.
It's all over the place.
Yeah, I'm with Joe. Zaggy, all right, fine. You want to give him a B, but
hey, Zaggy, by the way, what's up, my man? I'm down with B. I'm down with B for the cause.
Oh, B for.
I could see B.
I could see B just because it's not the best. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely not the best.
Oh,
he does deserve better.
I think he looks like Robin Williams.
He does deserve better.
Yeah, see, he deserves better. I think people are like, yeah, you should.
He deserves better on our ranking list. I love the Sheik too, but come on, you can't be putting the Sheik above.
The Sheik looked awesome. It had a pow. It had his mustache. I think. I'm going with him. I'm moving him from B to C at this point.
Did you already delete the Sheik?
Background is horrible. Yes, I did.
Oh, because I'm looking at the small version. You put the big version on. When you look at it again,
the background
gave him a little bit of a Liefeld cap chest where it's just.
No. That's how Sheik's. That's how he was when Sheik pushed out his chest because of the.
But it's not his chest. It's his gut area. I'm looking.
Yeah, because the Sheik did this.
I gotta say
he did like the things. He did this, and that was because he's all here. So he
I missed it. Do it again.
The 2 things. You know what I'm talking about?
I just want to see you do it again.
Things where he picks them up and he goes.
Let's see it again.
Sheik's training.
Oh man, Iron Sheik and Nikolai Volkov. Those were the days.
Does nobody know this? He had these 2 things. They're like, and they're hard.
I know. I remember. I'm just saying the way it's drawn, it looks weird.
I'm actually thinking about doing it. Getting that style tree. Plus, he had the flag behind him, and they're right with the Piper thing. He put Piper at B. People boo this man because he's not listening to the chat. You boo him in chat. Boo Pete in chat, please.
What do you mean I'm not listening to the chat?
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
I gotta agree with it. Eric had the best take. The background is bad on that. It looks like a high school yearbook photo.
Came back and gave it B. They came back.
What, you guys yelling at me for putting Piper in B?
Well, no, but they were giving them D's. They were no.
I see B's. I see B's.
B trash.
Yeah.
I talk to Star Wars fans.
They look. I'm giving you. You're hitting B's, and I'm giving.
I talk to Roddy Piper fans.
Yeah, they're doing this. They're doing this.
Yeah. That counterbalances my
solid. He's respectable.
He's fine. We'll put him in B.
Hey, it wasn't just me.
He's solid.
Joe, me and Joe, we had an S tier, so you had to counterbalance that too.
Oh yeah, counterbalance that. Okay. All right, so that was 2 of them. So we go 1 down low to man.
I know you don't like the newer crew.
No, it's all right.
Some of the newer crew are older crew.
It might not be bad. We'll see what this cover looks like. You can't see me, bro. They didn't even do the you can't see. What is this? Why would you do the hand?
I don't know. They did. That's what they did. Was number 5?
Was he flipping boogers at you? What is this?
Oh, Doctor.
You can't see me. It's so easy just to take the hand and do.
I know. Well, that's what I picked for the other thing.
Do this.
Not available.
Do this. No, you got him flicking boogers at you.
Here we got another. None available. None sold.
Yeah, I don't think I like this.
You know,
I'm not a huge fan of this one. He also looks. The face looks weird.
No,
it does. C
I put it right along the other number 5 with the gold dust at C.
I will be doing it on the beach.
I feel like it would be. I mean,
go ahead.
I'm not a John Cena fan, but I feel like if I was a John Cena fan, I would be like, oh, hey, that's a good John Cena cover. But everybody else is like, that's not a great cover.
I think I'd be disappointed.
No,
I don't know.
When it's your guy, you make excuses for liking it.
I don't actually dislike him, though. I don't dislike him.
I agree with you, too, on the pose thing. That's weird.
See, it is.
Much better than,
Okay. So now are we even?
It doesn't matter. Just roll however you want to roll.
We're going to go back up then.
Keep it fun.
We're going to go this one.
Oh, I know you don't like this guy, do you?
Oh, he's a joke.
See, there it is.
He is. He's pompous. He's what's wrong with
is a bit
nowadays. He's a pompous prick, and he wasn't that good. He would never sell for anybody. He thought he was more important. Who ever heard of you don't drop the belt in the country you're from? Not even the fucking city, your hometown, some bullshit like that. This asshole, remember, wouldn't drop it in the country he's from. If you did that in wrestling, Hulk Hogan would have the belt for 1,000 years because you never dropped the fucking belt then.
Well, when you're talking about Canada, though, you just consider it to just...
Canada's a country.
I know it's a country, but I'm saying
not a fucking city. Fucking Canada is not a fucking city. You drop the belt, especially if you're a professional. You drop the belt, and if you don't, then yeah, you know what?
Once again, none sold, none available. This is like a ghost list that we're working on.
I actually love this cover because it makes them look real shitty on it, especially doing the sharpshooter. And
I don't like these types of covers where it's like that pulled back.
The stupid plastic glasses he used to wear, and his hair is greasy. Take a shower, man. You got the unitard. You were the best wrestler in your family. Owen was 100 times better as a technician than you were. But no, I'll say this. First off, nice nipples, bro. On the cover. What are we doing here? And then look at his face when doing the sharpshooter. Even if you're a fan, I don't feel this is the book for you. I'm definitely not a fan.
Neither face is very good, to be honest.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, did we get the Russians? Good. Van hammered Russians.
Did we?
Backgrounds. You think the foreground? See, I knew Marv. Marv, are you Canadian? He's probably Canadian. He probably likes it that they didn't. Yeah, the Russians probably. I would assume that Brett might have been a Russian. D. No, you give him a D.
Shannon's throwing S out there.
Shannon doesn't count. Shannon.
You do it out more than once. Or wait, was it S about? Yeah, I'm seeing Peacemaker. Was it about Cena? One of the S's.
Who's Peacemaker?
Cena.
His name's Peacemaker?
Cena.
The show you watched that you said wasn't good.
Yeah.
The role that he's played in a movie and a show.
Hard at C. I would give it a D because it doesn't even look like him really, and his nipples are way too large on this.
All right, I'm not grading this on
weird. They look weird. No, put that back up. Look at everybody that's voting real quickly. Look at the weird nipples, and then tell me if you should still. What is going on with who did this piece of garbage? Okay, now let's see. Let's see what we got. A D.
I'm down in that kind of area.
Yes, he is.
I'm in a CD range personally. I'm not a big Bret the Hitman Hart guy.
And the ratio is going to make it. The ratio is going to make it expensive for a bad cover.
I have no idea. None available, none sold.
All of the city of Canada bought him.
But 1 in 50. But it's early, so there probably were a lot printed.
Still a C for the nipples. They put it in C. Give him C. C. How about trash for being a bum? D. Now we got D. Now we got to put him back down to D. It's like mixed between C and D. D. The D's are coming out. People started looking at the nipples. D.
People started looking at them while you were talking about it.
Yeah. See, that's how you sell. Hey, Brett, man, that's how you sell. That's how you sell, buddy.
Yeah. All right, who do we got next?
There are some weird artists early in this run.
Yeah,
they do.
Okay, this
gotta go new.
I hate that he is in the new school. Remember, this is the new school versus old school, so I hate that he's in the new school, or the Attitude Era, I guess, is the new school and the new school. My man, hey, dude, it doesn't get better. This is S tier at its finest. You got the bad guy in Miami. I've been there where he's at. I have been exactly. I know where that building is. This is great, and they did a Miami Vice thing on it. And he's got the Intercontinental Champ. He's one of the best at Intercontinental. Well, that was the one thing with WWF, especially in the 90s. That was really good.
Intercontinental Championship meant something.
The Intercontinental Championship was just, God, that and tag teams were. I mean, you'll never get back to that type of status. They just had some real great guys and real great matches. I would actually argue that the Intercontinental matches were better.
135 for 9.8 of that.
Yeah, he's no joke, dude.
That's not bad though. I'm thinking 135 is not an awful price for a 9.8 of a 150.
He's the bad guy. So
there's that $900 Chic. It still comes up.
Oh, I'm glad that you love coming home to hear me yell about Bret Hart and his nipples.
$30. $30 raw. Well under ratio.
I guess I'm not loud enough. All right. A. Lacking the gold shades. All right.
I like it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair. I mean, I still like it.
Did they give him a toothpick?
Razor's S, though. I got an S there.
Did they give him a toothpick?
I have it. Yeah, I heard. She just texted me that's not loud enough. Turn up the volume, please.
He's got gold chains.
Does he? Let me re-put it up.
Yeah, put it up again. I need to see if.
They're just hard to see. It kind of blends in with his chest.
Oh yeah, he does. They're glimmering too. He even got a little bit of the hair there. This is an amazing cover. S tier.
I think he's supposed to have a toothpick too, or at least it looks like.
Let's say, does he have the toothpick though?
He does, because you see where his lip is kind of crunched down.
It looks like he does on the side of his mouth.
Do you know the story behind it? That was like him and DDP went out to like lunch, and they were eating, and he put
went to Sizzler and decided to walk out with
no, don't take that out of your mouth, dude. And he's flicked it at the camera. Yeah, not enough change.
The only difference is I would have had him sitting on a Lambo instead of a Ferrari.
No,
maybe that is a Lambo. I have no idea.
No, I think it's a Camaro. I think it's Camaro, a Z-Rock. Because
that's not an IROC. IROC Z28.
Yeah. What did Don Johnson drive in Miami?
Yeah. No, but what's the middle part? I don't get it. Anyways, or it could be a probe.
I'm good with A. I'm good with A on this one.
I wanted an S, but go ahead and put an A. That's fine.
I mean, it could be an S. I mean, do we have enough S's?
We're getting to S tier, by the way.
There's a lot of A's. That's what I'm saying. So there's a lot of A's. There's enough S's. Like, I have no problem giving it that bump.
All right.
I have at least one of these, and I really like it. So I'm going to make it an S. Oh, Mr. Perfect.
Mr. Perfect. I actually, I like Mr. Perfect, and I actually think way better. By the way, way better technical wrestler than Bret the Hitman Hart. Any day of the week. Any day of the week. And he actually was a wrestler, right? Wrestled
Henning? Is that his real? Was that his name?
What?
Kurt Hennig, I think, wasn't it?
Yep, and he came out. He wrestled for University of Minnesota, if I remember correctly. And it was kind of like respected and feared in the locker room because he did have.
I like the shtick. Like back in the day, I remember
they came out with style music and shit. Am I breaking over here?
When I search for this, there's nothing coming up. It's just giving me action figures.
I like Mr.
I think there's another Raza too, isn't it?
I actually
think so. None sold, none available. Another ghost to go.
It's kind of perfect. I mean, but B, definitely B. Oh, facts. He did say facts. I think they're talking about Oh, you do. I'm hoping to have a 9.8 coming back. See, Steve Horn's got all.
The thing I don't like about this is like,
make sure you're following
memories. I don't have like I remember more as like the picture you have of him there. What do I do with like a ponytail and wearing like I don't know.
Okay.
I don't remember him looking like that in my mind when I think of.
Oh yeah. No, because he used to take it out, and then he used to flick that, and then he used to spit his gum out, and then he used to smack the gum into the crowd. Oh, here, ready? I got another one because now I'm doing all the wrestling things. So you guys can laugh.
All right, where are we putting him? First, take off the big. There it goes. I know where I'm putting.
And then
Is that a B?
B maybe.
Yeah, B's
B?
fine.
All right,
I like it better than that, but that's okay.
moving it on.
Trash. Don't be jealous. Actually,
Trash.
Perfect.
He's perfect. He made Bobby the Brain. All right, who is this turd sack of a human being?
It's Kevin Owens. It's KO.
He was a champion. This guy.
Yes.
I saw this guy working at McDonald's tonight, and he is
fantastic on the mic. He's not the most
he does have an eagle in the comic.
fit, I guess, of the the wrestlers.
Dude,
he looks just like a guy, but he sells out. He
does he belly bump a lot? If he belly bumps, is that part of his moves?
He cannonballs a bit. Not belly bump, but he'll cannonball, but he will jump. He wanted to jump off the pirate ship at Tampa Bay Stadium, but they had to cancel WrestleMania, so he couldn't. So he jumped off the Raw sign onto Rollins at the one WrestleMania. So it was like 20, 30 feet up in the air onto a table. Like he's
why is his eyebrows arched so much in the picture? And his
I don't
eyes
know.
are like his eyes actually look like something where like the picture of him, he looks like he might fall asleep. Like the real life picture, he looks like he's gonna fall asleep. And the other one, he looks like
what's what I grabbed. It was easy.
I in the comic book would kick the guy that's not in the comic book's ass, is what I'm saying here.
I was trying to do this quick.
I mean, nothing against the character. I like the background and like kind of the detail of the belt, but like Marco said, the face, it looks like he has like Bell's palsy or something going on there.
Yeah, there's none available.
Looks weird.
None sold.
Trash. Everybody's trashing him.
Oh, I don't trash KO.
Yeah. Peacemaker does have an eagle named Eagle or Eagle or whatever. They trashed him. I guess. Okay, fine. I mean, it doesn't look like the dude, but it looks better than the dude and got an eagle in it. But he's trash. Send him to the garbage can.
Yeah, you did get 3 trashes in the.
Yeah, it's like Beetlejuice. You get 3 trashes, you go. This one might join it, to be honest with you. What the fuck is this?
Oh God!
What is this?
I don't know.
It looks supposed to be like a firecracker.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's a
His
wick.
head's on fire. And it's gonna explode. Look, his face is red. He's ready to.
All right, Sergeant Slaughter, number 9, the variant 1 in 30.
This was a late ad, so I can even things out. So I get to 15.
I'll give you 1 point for. I'll give the artist 1 point for innovation and negative 10 points for execution of making it look like a high school art project.
I'm not seeing any available, and I'm not seeing any sold.
Who is that? I'm gonna look up the artist now. Looks terrible.
The artist looks familiar. Like something about it is
Frank Zierli?
Oh, maybe not. I don't know that
I
name.
don't know. Mm-hmm. I think the color scheme and all that kind of looks like that Bartel did, just from like the way she does her colors. But
But the
art is not good.
The face has like a propaganda poster kind of vibe to it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. So where's this one
I
going?
think you could have done like a.
Let me see. What
Trash.
are people ranking this thing? It looks like we're getting a lot of horrible cover that belongs. Wait, are these?
I think. I mean, I like them too, but I think we're trashing.
Wait,
I think it starts with Zaggy's. That's funny. C tier.
Okay.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Trash. Shaking my
And
head.
then you got trash.
I mean, you can trash.
Mark's trying to save it. Looks fun.
Tony.
No trash.
That's rough, but
Love them, but
not
trash.
for me. I'm not a fan of this one.
You got a yikes.
He did this in less than 2 hours.
Eric said it's 2 hours in Photoshop.
Yeah, I think we got it, guys.
2 hours is generous.
Yeah, I think. Damn.
All right, we need to have somebody down there.
He's got to be in trash. That sucks. They really did him a disservice.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go one more. We'll go one more here. People been
Doesn't
asking-
matter. Do whatever.
Holy shit! No way. This is what this looks like. Oh, good lord.
I didn't draw these.
Good Lord. All right. You've been asking for him, so I'm going to give it to you. Do
Do it.
Ultimate Warrior. What the?
Looks like the Hulk.
Yeah, a little bit.
Like a mini version of the Hulk.
He also looks like he has a snake belly. Like, what's with all the...
What works? What looks worse, this or when Ultimate Warrior
Those are
had,
some gigantic
he was,
muscles too. They're like,
and he was inferring that he sodomized Santa Claus? Which one's worse, this or that? Because this is bad too. You remember that the Ultimate Warrior comic book?
No.
Yeah, oh yeah, he like there's like sodomy.
no, I don't remember.
Oh my god, it's bad. It's bad.
No, I do not.
Yeah, it's not
Bad
good.
tacos.
It's not good. It's not good.
The artist is Daniel Bayless. Whoever that is.
It's not my fault she's sleeping. All right. Okay.
I'm not a fan of this one.
No, I think this is trash.
I was also not a really big Ultimate Warrior fan either. He's okay.
No, I'm not a huge Ultimate Warrior guy. I mean, I liked running, but he was a one-trick pony that they tried to use 20 times. He ate some bad tacos. Oh, it does look like he's having a rainbow shark fart. Yeah, dude.
It's rebounding, like
Yeah, off the back. Yeah, that's how it goes. He bent over. I don't think we can
Had some Chipotle.
I think it's either D or trash, guys. I don't know why we're getting C.
yeah. I don't think I want to go to C. This is a D to me.
Yeah, easy D. Easy D. I mean, easy D. If I just showed you that,
Tribute to Hulk 232.
yeah. Listen. If you took the logo off, well, even if you didn't, if you took the knee pad off of him, would you know in the WWF sign, would you know
Is that a knee pad?
Yeah. Would you
Yeah,
know,
no one on the bottom is the knee pad. Yeah.
Looks weird.
would you know this was an Ultimate Warrior cover? Like if you took the WWF logo off, the knee pad off.
No, I would think Doc Samson's really pissed.
All right, they say D. I think it's trash, but go ahead and put in the D. That the people have spoken.
Well,
It's the Warrior. I'll keep him out of trash for that.
I know people enjoy these characters. I mean,
they are pretty funny.
But what the shit? That is not what that dude.
That cover art is rough.
This is not. This is
Yeah.
what are they called?
They actually have a really good.
Day.
What New Day?
I don't know if it's in this run or something else, but they had a really good Rasa cover.
They did.
But yeah, this is not good.
That's the problem. Is there's better covers of these guys.
We still got George the Animal Steel coming up with a good one.
Oh, yeah, George is good. George is S tier, dude.
This looks like a Nickelodeon cartoon.
Yeah, well, they kind of
Maybe
act
Rugrats or like.
Dude, I will say,
their ring baby kids. This looks like somebody was trying to do some baby.
Their ring gear is like top notch, though. Like they come up with some really fun, like ring gear. Like they'll have like Mortal Kombat homages when they were tag team. Like one was Scorpion, one was Sub-Zero. They've done He-Man, and
Skeletor. Unicorns,
some great ring gear. He had a whole Seinfeld thing where he had all the Seinfeld quotes on him.
They look like they're fun, and then you look at what they did with them, and like the one guy looks like his chest is about to blow his head up.
Well, he kind of does look like that.
Why is the dude playing a trombone?
Because he plays a trombone.
Oh, really?
He comes out to the ring with a trombone.
What's supposed to be behind him?
Blue box,
Something machine,
porta potty. It kind of looks like the time travel machine.
We got a trash.
Just needs the
it is time machine. It says it on the side.
What does it say?
Time machine. This way up.
Oh, like the remember the Doritos?
It says
one,
time
too?
machine. This side up. Yeah.
Yeah, the pancake. Okay.
Yeah,
what are we doing with
So
this?
it's kind of like Bill and Ted with New Day.
I guess it's D. I guess it's D.
I like New Day, but I don't like that cover at all.
Put in D then. I think it's trash, but put in D.
D.
I mean, and also they're not great. They can be tiresome. They can get overused, but they're still entertaining.
Okay. I actually am gonna shut up and let people give me their opinion on what they think of this because I just don't know.
All right. Oh,
all right.
Lita,
right? This is Lita. It's supposed to be Lita, right?
It is.
Lita. A. I like that. A. I like that. I'll put it in A. But it's hard to find too.
Yeah, I don't think this one is easy to find. What is this, number 12?
I like the color contrast. It almost looks like was it Tom Whalen that did those for a long time? Kind of that.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking
color contrast boxy art. I
Martin,
don't think that's him, but it looks a lot like it.
AM on there, the signature does. Or AM.
None
I like
sold. Well, let me see if there's any available.
Lita C. A good cover.
Oh, wow.
How much?
Audrey Monk is the artist. I see it now.
Okay.
She did some Sabrina covers I'm aware of.
Yeah, I don't understand the shadow either. See, I was in B. I was with Marv on this one.
You guys want to guess the price on her? 1 in 15. Asking price.
Probably
$100. What was that?
$120.
$100.
120.
Nope.
200.
$225.
All right, we're getting some A's, a C's, and B's. It looks like solid B's going through. Hey, Chef.
I'm good with a B on this one. I kind of like it.
We'll talk about it a little bit at the end, Harris. Chef Harris. We'll talk a little bit at the end about it.
Actually, this is one of the not this one, but the other ratio for this is the one I own. One of the ones I own.
All right.
I don't know if it's on this list or not.
Too much detail. Yeah, the tattoo. Yeah. I mean, like she's got uniboob too.
I think that's supposed to be the contrast, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
It does look a little bit odd because it almost looks like a side view, but her chest is not quite to the side all the way. So it's
all
like,
the way. Yeah, it's like the shoulders not turned.
Yeah.
Like the boobs are turned, but the shoulders not turned.
It's supposed to like be a profile. Yeah, it's supposed to be a profile, but it's not quite a profile. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a little off.
I think B is good
a little off
for it.
Okay.
I'm kind of curious which one you have now. I got to go back and look.
I like this book.
I the one you have. I did not pick that one.
I like this book, but I have a feeling people are not going to like this cover.
We're not Yokozuna.
Hold on.
Jake the Snake, number 6.
No, I don't like the cover.
Oh, the Jake the Snake?
Is it Lobo? Is he Lobo?
He is a little bit like Lobo.
Like Lobo.
No, he looks like towards the end when he was like, maybe doing too many steroids and too many pills. You get that distasteful look.
I just remember him looking really
Also, it
tall.
looks like the snake's going to eat him. Like, that's kind of the opposite.
He was very tall.
He was tall. I don't remember him ever being like that big.
He wasn't that buff, but he was a great he was great in the Intercontinental and
he had a great shtick too, like with the snake. Like, oh
yeah. I like the character. I just don't like the cover.
Bite that one time and it was bad. Didn't the snake bite somebody and they couldn't get it off?
Oh, maybe.
And the snake bit it. Couldn't get it off.
He did not to interrupt. So, like, his snake is supposed to be like a big, like python boa.
Well, okay, but then
I remember snake. That's like a skinny snake.
Put it in between his legs and act like he was fornicating a woman at one point.
They did get really inappropriate.
No, I'm saying on the cover, the snake doesn't look right.
I know, I get it.
He brought the snake shtick to AEW, and it got a little uncomfortable when he threw the snake on Brandy Rhodes.
Who's Brandy?
Cody Rhodes' wife.
Oh, the what's her name from Canton?
From what?
She lived in Canton, right? Yeah, she's
anyway. He did the snake shtick, and it got a little uncomfortable. Like it was like a little awkward. Like okay,
the Rhodes in themselves are a little awkward.
Well, there is that.
His body is wrong. I give you that. Wrong type of snake. Okay.
But JJ, do you have? Is this the one that you have? Not to overlay that, but
yes.
I did not pick this one.
Yep.
I thought about
That's
it.
The one I have.
But I did not pick the Rikishi.
Rikishi? All right, C. Put him in C.
Rikishi.
Mostly because I had enough of the newer.
Yeah, that's right. He did snake bite.
Yeah. I have like 3 variants on this list. That's one of them.
I don't have any of these.
But that's not on this list, I guess. But
I don't have any of these.
Where are we doing?
That didn't make
the list. I'll let you know the other one I have when we get to it.
My buddy has one of these. He had a few. I think he might have sold them all by now.
Mm-hmm.
Actually,
I'll get to it when we get to it.
I have an Undertaker one, but it's not on here.
Nakayama
from this run.
Wrong side of the car, but
Nakayama.
It actually looks good. I mean, it looks like him.
Like
who's driving?
Nobody.
Is it the car Nobody.
It's parked. It's parked. He's just dancing.
Right, but it's still the low. He hit the 8 switch stuck. So like he's I don't think he's had 16. I think this car had 8 switches in it. So it's kind of got like the front tire. It's stuck on like switch number 7 stuck here.
But he put dice in the mirror.
Because the hydraulics, the 7 switch. Okay. All right. Well, whatever. And dice in the mirror, sure.
I like it.
Yeah.
C.
Only a C for Lucky.
I'd say
A, maybe.
ooh.
Yeah. Side by side, Eddie and the bad guy would
Oh,
be
with the dueling cars on the covers.
I think it's more A, right? It's actually
I think
not
B.
I'm
A or B?
comfortable B. I'm a comfortable. If we want to push it to A, I won't argue, but I am
B.
comfortable B.
All
I
right.
really like Nakayama,
A.
but yeah, it's
Another A here. Oh, there's another Russian, man. Getting hit by the Russians.
I think I got rid of it. Was that?
All right.
Well,
Yeah. I can't get rid of it either. Somebody else.
A-pop, bet, chunk, whatever.
Yeah, somebody got rid of it. Somebody got it.
I did. It was me. Oh wait, I didn't
Somebody
get rid
got
of the other one.
It's all right. We got A, B, A. It's so
I can do A. I'm not going to say no to A. It's
A,
my first
A.
gut with B.
it's not better than the Sheik, is it? Well, where's Sheik at? No, it's not an S. But Sheik is
Sheik's
in
an S,
I can
right?
put it next to Razor.
A.
No, Sheik's an A. He's right. Sheik's an A.
It's not better than
But
Sheik.
you put it on the same level.
We're on the same level because I think.
Yeah, I don't think it's better than Sheik.
I'd say it's better. There we go. I don't know if we're going to get any S level new schools.
Sheik was good, man. Yeah, pour one out for Eddie. You can give him an A. All right, there you go.
I gave it
let's go with this. Who is this person? What is this person?
Ooh.
It's Finn Balor. He only uses
They
this.
venomized him?
Well, yeah, kind of this demon character, but he only pulls that out every once in a while. But that's how they did the cover, so that's why I picked this image. But other than that, he's normal.
Trash for this character. Trash for this guy. Trash for all of this.
He's good. He's just a small guy. He's a small guy, but he's a good wrestler.
Trash. Why did you choose this? Does anybody in the chat even know who this
is a
guy
variant.
is?
Yeah, it's a variant. I had to pick the variants.
All right. The Venom variant doesn't
I like
even
Finn
look like the Venom. It doesn't even
He's
look
still on
like
right now.
that he's. It doesn't look like him.
What is this, number
Well,
6?
it doesn't look like anyone. It looks like a
Yeah, what's wrong?
demon
with
painting.
Yeah, I don't. What is wrong with his abs? His abs are all jacked up too.
He's ridiculously cut. Like, he's very thin, but he's cut.
All right, trash. C, like the cover art. It's bad, dude.
What?
Okay,
It's more. It's not photorealistic. It's more.
Somebody else, please. I'm putting him in the trash. Somebody else besides Eric who likes this character. Tell us where to put this thing.
Yeah, see, I'm more with Eric
D.
here. I'm gonna see D.
Okay,
kind of
D. I can live with D. I can live with D.
D.
I mean, this Marv is giving up on
Minus
even,
points
for whatever this is.
minus points for when the creator of Venom sues him for using that tongue.
Oh, he's used it a ton. Like, he uses it a
All
lot.
right, give him C, I guess. Chat. No, D. Oh, okay, good. D. Put him in D.
Fine. No points.
Who cares about the points? It's not a good.
I know.
game.
I'm just.
All right. Very
You know what?
under.
Oh, well.
What were you gonna say?
Go
I
ahead.
said I like it better than the Jake the Snake cover, and we put that in C. So I don't know, and I like it better than the Gold Dust cover.
Move him up to C. Move him up. All right. Under very. What the fuck is this?
Oh, it's the honky tonk man.
I'm going to see a very underrated wrestler, but then I looked at I actually kind of like it though. Like, he's a cheese ball, and it looks like they got like the cheese ball. They got the ring in the back.
I mean, look, they got the
Kind of dig this. I kind of, I was like, what? And then I'm like, but yeah, no, they got it. Who did this? This is a home run. This is definitely A.
I don't know who did this one. What is this? 20?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about the Triple H or Brock Lesnar. I would have done that besides the Venom guy.
Yeah, there were no Brock. There was no incentives for Brock. There was no Roman
was.
Reigns. There was no Aaron Dana.
Chef.
Dana? I don't know that artist.
I like it. I mean,
Wow.
it speaks to the character.
One sold for $17 on the 13th, just a
That's
week
a
ago.
good price for the honky tonk man.
Yeah, what is this? A 1 in 30?
He was so good. Jeff Jarrett tried to steal his
15.
gimmick and didn't do it half as good. don't know, Joe. He's kind of corny. Hey, Jim Hart. Okay. If it had Jim Hart with it, in the ring, that would have been really cool. You're right. Then A.
You know what? I'm looking right now. There's a lot that has a few of these variants in it, but they've got Honky Tonk and they've got a George the Animal Steel, and it's $21 with $9 shipping, so it's $30 for the whole lot.
Anybody else in there?
Well, none of the ones I like. There's an Asuka.
Hey,
Figure 8 with Charlotte.
He gave it a C.
There's a Braun Strowman, which I know you love.
An S. We give it an A. It should be an A. We got a C.
$17.59 from the UK.
That's not an S. He's saying he likes the S curl.
Oh. Hey, whatever. Okay.
Yeah, it's not an S. The
S.
chef is giving me S. He's talking about the curl.
An S, that's an A, that's a B, and that's a C. So A or B, where we put it? A. Oh, we gave it an A. Put an A. Good. A. Moving on.
Because it's a very good likeness. I'm in the AB range for it.
No, it's corny as shit, and that's what's great about it. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Even though I didn't care for him as a wrestler. I
know, but he was good. I mean, you weren't supposed to care for him as a wrestler.
I know. I'm just saying he did his job.
Here we go. Give love to mankind. Oh, what the shit?
Yeah, well, that's what they drew. I can't.
Why?
I don't know. I can't tell you why they decided how they decided. They made him look at the goddamn gummy bear.
He's supposed to be falling from a cage.
By the way,
right?
Why does JR look like? Why is JR not got a hat on and he looks like he's got weird glasses and a mustache? Who's that supposed to be falling from the cage? Isn't that
they got thrown in the cage? This captures an iconic moment.
Through the announcer's table, right? Oh, you know what that was? That was the foreign. That was when they were doing the thing with the Spanish version, right?
The
Spanish table, I guess.
Was it the Spanish? I might have been the Spanish table. I can't remember where he landed. I just know that he.
Isn't it funny that looks like the owner of the Jaguars, whose son now owns AEW?
Oh, Tony Khan.
Mm-hmm. Wow, this is bad. Dang it! I thought this was going to be good.
The cover is not great.
He's got a mangina. So there you go.
Yeah, those pants are awful tight.
Yeah.
Need to upgrade.
Now, if he had Saki coming out of him, that would be fun. Yeah, it was the
unavailable
match. I agree that's under because of the hands. I get it.
None sold. I'm not seeing anything sold.
Oh, yeah, do a Sako with him. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we got Sako. In the photo, not on the cover.
I think we got. Let's put him in D before people trash this, please. Because I respect on this guy's name.
Cactus Jack.
It is not good.
Yeah, it is not a good cover. It was not
it might be a trash cover, but I put him in D. Let's just move on. That's so sad. That's so sad. So sad. Oh my God. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hopefully that last guy's better. All right.
Brown snakes.
Is this what you wanted
for the Crow? I mean, Sting.
He's obviously an overrated character. He's not a good wrestler. He's terrible on the mic. And the only thing he was great was when he never spoke and just hung in the rafters.
To balance things out, to get numbers to match, I had to pick this and Sergeant Slaughter at the end.
This is not good either, I don't think.
It's a 1 in 40.
If you took the WWE,
it's better than Sergeant Slaughter.
I know, but
better than Sergeant Slaughter.
It's not trash, but it's definitely D. If you took the if you took the WWE,
don't let your feelings as a wrestler influence everything.
It doesn't even look like him in his makeup.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
This looks like a sad clown who never made it.
Well, he kind of is.
Well, I mean, yeah. No, I'm not talking about Sting. He's a sad clown who never made it, and then started wearing. Remember, they used to give him mechanics gloves for some reason. It's like, oh, you couldn't buy him like these, okay, but you couldn't buy him actual gloves. You had to give him mechanic gloves. Like,
well, then they gave him a bat, so he looked like one of the baseball Furies.
They did give him trash.
It's like he ripped off two things. He's like, I'm going to rip off the Warriors. And I'm going to rip off the Crow.
They might throw him in the trash. I think they're going to throw him in the trash.
Warriors
come out to play.
I'd say D. It's not that bad. It's not as bad as the two Mexican trash.
Hey, you got to think Blade Runners. He was part of a tag team with the Ultimate Warrior, the worst tag team of all time. The Sting Ultimate Warrior.
I don't know though. We got we got 2 trashes and 1 D to trash, so maybe it does belong in the trash.
He's going in the trash. Throw him in the trash.
I'm fine. Yeah. I think the cover, the likeness, not likeness, but the art was at least a D. But all right,
I don't know, man.
you can have a trash.
Yeah.
Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. We still got a few more here.
Okay, well. Oh, this actually isn't bad. Actually, I like this.
Oh yeah,
There's another Raza, isn't it?
yeah.
Is it a Raza?
I think so.
Different background. This is Ricky the Dragon Steamboat for those that don't
I
know.
like it.
Also, one of the greatest matches of all time, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat and Macho Man Randy Savage for the Intercontinental Championship in WrestleMania 3 at the Silver Dome, 93,936 in attendance.
I always like the dragon.
The real question is if you remove the WWF logo, does it look too much like a Shang-Chi cover?
Like a jacked up Shang-Chi.
It looks like it might be
like Shang-Chi in the Royce.
Fire cover, actually, but I think A tier, right?
None available. None sold.
S.
I like it.
Dragon.
I like Steamboat.
It's better than the Rowdy Piper one was.
I might tank our fantasy Boba Fett team just because of this. What are you talking about? He's in one of the greatest of all time matches ever.
He's not ranking the wrestler. He's ranking the cover.
No, he's ranking the wrestler. He goes Dragon C. He's ranking the wrestler. You don't say Dragon C. He's ranking the wrestler. Not Eric's down south and is mad that any wrestler would ever have gone to WWF. Because Vince McMahon ruined Southern wrestling, and then for some reason he now loves this crappy AEW stuff, which I just don't understand. So
I'm telling you, I'm with Joe.
I'm A and S. You're with Joe. I'm with S too.
Well, I'm just saying a few of our picks, like we've been simpatico.
Not the art, Eric. Get out of here. I see. S. We got 3 S's.
I say A. I'm more comfortable with A than S.
But
I mean, you got S's there, so
yeah, throw them in the S.
I'm surprised he got up there because I think there's another one in here. That
okay. I have him at A, but there's a lot of S's. I mean, there's a couple S's in chats.
That's a surprise to me. I have 2 potential more S's personally.
Put them in S, and then we'll see.
Yeah,
No,
I see 2 or 3 from what I see.
And we'll actually revisit him and the Sheik. Because I think the Sheik is drastically underranked, and I think he is like.
Oh, don't
underrank. The Sheik is almost a better cover.
Don't
than
worry
that
about.
one
I mean, the classics have this because there's 2 more classics that are still S potentials for me.
Yeah, Animal Steel is S, or I quit.
That's one potential. There's the other one too.
Okay, let's see some.
Alexa Bliss.
I have no clue. I'm sorry,
S,
I really don't know.
A.
But they did a good job, I guess, on her.
This is like $50, I think. I don't even
S or A, I would say.
Who is this?
I like it.
Is this
Alexa Bliss.
Yeah.
This is Harley Quinn's not.
This was like one of those
crossover.
I actually remember when this came out, and I'm not even a big wrestling guy, but I remember when this came out. It was a pretty popular cover.
Yep.
They did a good job. I don't know who she is. I could put her in A. A, is this what we're looking at here?
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I have her
A or
on
S.
I have her on my T-shirt today.
Give the new crew a break and put it in S.
C. This is not bad.
C.
I think it's A. I don't think it's S.
Is that a Bartel? It almost looks like a Bartel.
What number is this? 15?
Mm-hmm. I think A.
15.
I think we're.
I'm fine with A. I do like Alexa Bliss. Like I said, I have her on my T-shirt.
Well, I mean, I think they did a good job.
I know it was a popular cover when it dropped.
Is she a good wrestler at all?
Well, she's kind of tiny. She's literally like 5 feet tall.
Yeah, but that's the girl in the women's division. That doesn't matter.
No, I know, but yeah, she's not.
By the way, it doesn't.
She's not.
You know,
the
I
best
about it, but like some of the best matches of all time was like you had Saturn, you had Dean Malenko, you had Guerrero. Like they were some of the best wrestling at the time, even in WCW when those guys were there and LaFlock was there and everything like that. And then they went over, they kind of waste them in WWF, but they were smaller, but they did what smaller guys should do. You know what I mean?
Wait, what issue number is this?
Yo,
16.
I cannot put that in the
16.
Kid-friendly show.
Lucas Wernick. I don't know who Lucas Wernick is. I'm good with A.
I don't know
I'm
either.
good with A.
It's pretty good though.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Well, that's how what she's doing with the thing behind her. That's how she used to hold the title when she had the belt. She would hold it like that.
You can read his comment, but I can't put that comment up.
Right there. I'm rocking my Alexa Bliss.
No, he was saying something about knuckles and not the ones on your hands.
Oh.
Yeah. Can't put that comment. Can't read that aloud.
No, it's not going to go. All right.
So it is so funny.
All right, let's see if he gets there. I mean, he's from the great state of Michigan. He was a wrestling coach right down the road, 20 minutes. He's a Greek Macedonian.
Wrestling.
That's just the one sexy man right there.
When I was a kid wrestling, my dad used to act like all the time. George the Animal Steel, including he would lick us. Like literally
listing all the reasons that aren't the comic.
And they did a great job, but it looks like him. It looks like him.
Oh, it is. Oh, the eating the turnbuckle is also this classic.
With it breaking apart.
I
mean,
I might. I do like it. I might have to go A.
You know why? His eyebrows. They should have had that. Like we all have it. Like I trim mine, but like right here. Here, I'll show you guys so you can see this real quick. Yes. Whatever. I'm doing a bunch of weird stuff, anyways. We all get this. Like we all get this little thing on our. You see the eyebrow right here? Like you can't see it as well. It pokes out right here.
Well, like you can get the long one that start to go.
The long one poke up right here on all of us. So like, and he had those, and they didn't do enough of that. But besides that, I think I like how the buckle's in it. I mean, that is great. S all day.
I like it better than the. I mean, we put the Ricky Steamboat in A or S, so I got to go S because I like this one better. So, what's the value of that? Because that's late in the run, right?
Actually, it's not that bad.
24. That's about at the end.
I bargain comics.
Really?
Has it? Yeah. I actually
one number.
I think it's $60 or $80 or something.
24. Oh,
really?
No, that's the issue number. There's one for $11.
I'm buying.
9.0. They're estimated 9.0.
Really?
But $11. They're $50
still
near mid plus.
I think they're $50-$60.
I mean, that's a value then, because
if you want to
get
like
other 1-in-15s are.
Yeah,
they're giving him the S.
Near mint minus $13.99.
Put him in that. Put him in S.
45. Yeah, it's all over the place.
I mean, Christmas gift. There you go. You know what to get me.
S. I see.
Everybody, the chapter.
I like it. Don't get me wrong, but there's still one more. I don't think we need to have 4 S's, but
we can readjust.
We can.
Maybe Ricky does come down.
There's still one more. You can see it. It's down below. We can see it. We all can see it.
I'm not looking. I'm just randomly swinging. And is this it? What the?
No. There's none on the new school. There's none on the new side.
What is that?
What is this?
That's Shinsuke Nakamura.
I'll try to draw
style.
Yeah, but what is it?
It's more like graffiti style. Like it's like graffiti, kind of like exaggerated art. That's what I think they kind of went with the new.
I get it.
2000.
Like it's like urban.
Yeah, it's like they want the whole graffiti.
Oh my god, you know who drew that?
Like white people think urban is like.
No. You know who does that?
No, who does that?
It's Robbie Rodriguez.
There you go.
There you go.
That is true. Oh, I'll tell you, I had the worst Robbie Rodriguez sketch on a blank cover for Edges. Well, no, Edges or Spider Gwen 1. Oh man, it was just I couldn't even tell what it was. I think he just drew a spider on a string.
Joe thinks it's trash.
I don't want to put it in trash. I'm not a big Shinsuke. This is Alexander Wells is the artist.
We might revisit what Eric said here. I think we might revisit that. See,
$15 if you want to buy one.
Oh, not yet.
I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable splitting the visit and going D.
I'm fine with
not
D.
a good cover.
Yeah. See, no, we got
I get what he's doing art wise, but
put it in the C. I don't
even the face looks weird. Like
looks
like he ate a sour lemon or something.
Yeah, well, if you know the wrestler and you watch him walk in, he does a lot of weird shit.
Yeah, you can see
he does a lot of weird things with his hands, pointing and making faces. Like he does a lot of weird stuff.
Give him the C. Give him the C.
It's not going to help.
No, these are his music.
Give him a C?
Yeah, put him in C.
Going off of Marv.
He's in here, and there's somebody giving him a B. Give him a B over here. Give him a C here. B over here. Give him a C. See, only because
It's not Nakayama, but it's Nakamura.
it's that way on purpose. Okay, well,
He's
whatever.
the current Intercontinental Champion right now.
Give him C.
I did.
All right, cool. All right. We're going to go one more here, and then we're going to go 1, 1, 1, 1. All right. What is this?
This is the Wyatt family. Bray Wyatt in the middle there for a time.
Let me guess what
shtick where he was like a cult leader, and he had these 3 gigantic monsters behind him.
Okay. Well, I mean,
He had Braun Strowman.
So it's like watching the WWE version of True Detective.
Kind of, yeah. Like that was his thing. He came back. His newer thing was where he did like the Pee Wee's Playhouse and the Fiend like thing was his later shtick. But at the time when he did this, he was like a cult leader.
Marv says it's better than the Hitman cover. It's not a bad cover. I mean,
No, I think he was talking about the last one.
No.
Yeah, but he had all these like 7-footers behind him, like these dudes that were close to 7 feet. These
I mean, it doesn't look like anything to do with wrestling, but it's not a bad.
No, well, they can wrestle too, but it's just he had a whole thing. He had an odd. He was Husky Harris. I don't know if you remember Husky Harris, but he started out as Husky Harris.
Brody, who's Brody? Some guy died named Brody.
Yes, the dude on the not wearing the mask behind him. He went to AEW, took the name Brody Lee, and he died during the pandemic from like a lung thing. So if you've seen like Luke Harper, like or John,
oh god, we're all over the place on this.
We're all over the place, but he
was
all over the place. But he was beloved. He was apparently a beloved wrestler.
All right, put it in the C's. Put it in the C's. Let's go. Move it.
It looks like Nathan Explosion and Death Clock on the cover.
The $1 Million Man. Oh, what the?
It's not a great cover for him.
Hey,
I
like it. I like it. Hey,
apparently you own this cover.
They messed up his face.
Yeah,
they
shoot up his
looks like he
his
got
face does look weird.
face. Looks better.
Is this the same artist that?
His face looks better in the money than it does in the actual like the main picture.
It's true.
Yeah, it would have been a great cover, but the execution just wasn't there.
Yeah.
But is it worse than C? C? Okay. That's
who did this?
I have Teddy.
Oh, this is Aaron.
It looks like the same person that did the other one.
None available. Probably none sold.
Apparently, he's not good with faces.
All right, C it is.
Nope.
C? Oh, B, C, B, C. Is anybody against?
Yeah, I'm more in the C range for this one. They missed on the face.
All right, get him out.
Where are we
okay, last up on the new school leader of the new.
What?
Shit! How do you screw this guy up?
Well, because they went with like more cartoony. Where am I putting Ted DiBiase? C or D?
Yeah.
Or B?
C.
C.
Put him in C.
I
don't know. I would.
This is trash.
terrible.
I'm
Garbage,
sorry.
yeah.
This is bad. Like even the lights. I don't even like the way the lights look in the background.
No, like the pose is bad. Everything's bad. The scaling is off. Like that, the fence looks like it's 20 feet.
The arms are the largest part of his body.
He's being generous.
Forearms. He's got a Popeye thing going. Those are large tumors.
See, the smaller guy that did well. This is a smaller guy that did well. He's a small guy.
Smaller guy. Well, you mean by just bulk?
Well, yeah. I mean, the guy.
Height. I'm just saying because height-wise, he's not a short guy. He's
still small.
He's still like, probably like 6'3".
Control. Nice. All right. D. I think it's D. Put him in D. Let's move on.
All right. Where do we just to finalize?
Yeah.
I couldn't hear.
I would almost trash it. I don't like it.
DiBiase was C.
C. Okay.
Yep. And then Edge is D. The new
one left, and this is the one I was talking about.
No, this is not good.
Oh, come on.
This is not. This looks like he wants to do the helicopter penis thing. I'm violated by having to look at him.
That is Ric Flair.
So gross. This is not good.
I can. His face looks weird in this too.
Oh, he looks like he might be working into a trucker bathroom right about now.
But it captures the essence.
He looks like he's going to
You don't
glory.
think the face looks a little off?
Yes, I think it does.
But with a woo?
The whole that doesn't look like a woo. That looks like I mean,
still.
like there's nothing. This
Well, it looks a little like a woo, but just the face is weird.
I don't know. Where does everybody else?
I could still go. I could go B.
See,
B or A.
He looks like somebody.
Joe.
Yeah, it's bad. Yeah, you can't.
Well, just give us this
You got to do it on the cover. We got crapped on that earlier. He looks like somebody who does something inappropriate at and then gets banned from being within 150 feet of schools.
This is a
He is, though.
I mean, I know he is in real life, but like,
a 1 in 50.
Why wouldn't you draw him like that?
I mean, I think they drew him in real life, not in like his performance art.
I'm with what Chef said. I'm a little too young to remember Ric Flair having that much muscle.
No, yeah.
I'll give you
When I
that.
saw Ric
No,
Flair,
he never had that much muscle.
Then warranted.
B. I think B's okay.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, C, there's a C, a B. I think
go
like
with B.
Zoe gave him D. I mean, I think like I get it. You're a Flair fan. I think Flair.
I'm not a big Flair fan. I just feel like the cover. It feels like Flair when I look at
I
it.
think Flair was
It
best
feels like
against
what I think of Ric
Dusty.
Flair.
Yeah.
Whether he has those muscles or not, that's what
He
I feel
never had.
like it's Ric Flair.
I actually think it looks too pedophile-y. Like that's the only problem with it.
Where do you get that?
Where he's taking
His,
where he's taking his role. It's creepy, dude. It
Well,
comes off
it's
a
not
very
like
creepy
he's
vibe, dude. Look
what's
at that.
mopering?
That's
what he did.
To a blind person.
No, that's not what he did. He would have it suited up and go woo like this up in the air, not like. I mean, he looks creepy. I don't think the star flares behind.
You're mixing a lot of things into place. You're saying he's helicoptering while exposing himself while screaming woo all at the same time.
Yeah, like if by the way, if this is what happened in the Playwright for Hell yeah, he should have gotten sued because this is creepy. I remember Flair being arrogant. I don't remember being creepy. This is creepy, dude.
Oh, I don't know about that. Anyway, where are we putting this?
In this audience, and then they'll tell you.
B? Were we doing B? Is that what
I
we
say B or
heard?
A. I don't know.
I would go for A, but
A
Looks like mostly
lot of
B and
B's,
chat.
though. You gotta go with the
C.
chat. Yeah.
what did the chat have? I don't know what the chat had.
C, B.
Mostly B,
A.
I think.
Yeah.
And S.
Well, S, but he said he doesn't care how bad it is. He said it's bad. He said it's
Well,
bad.
P gives it an S and Joe gives it an S. That's
Yeah,
not a
bump it
real
up.
S. It's not a real S. All right, are we going to revisit the S tier? Should Dragon Steamboat just put Y's or N's?
What's the
Should
difference?
Dragon Steamboat be up on the S tier with the Mach Animal and ahead of the Sheik? Because now that I look at it, I'm not quite sure that's an S tier.
You guys B-tiered my
I
Flair.
said A to begin with. So
Fuck it. Move it to A.
A?
I'll move it to A. Yes!
you don't,
got a
maybe you
Y.
don't have any new in S. You don't have any new in S.
Yeah, we do. We got.
No,
yeah.
there was no new in
They were
S.
bad. They were
No.
bad, though. I mean, what did you want me to do with that? They were bad.
I like the Alexa Bliss cover.
Okay. Well, she's an A. She's close. There was somebody who gave that trash. Like,
Yeah, no,
I think we
I'll
moved
Razor
Steamboat
Remote's
down.
good. Or
I don't think it's gonna matter, but move Steamboat down. We got a 50-50. I don't. Okay, we'll do it here. What do you think, Pete? Do you think that Steamboat cover should be in?
I like Steamboat. It's a tough question. I like the
I like
art.
it.
I like the character, the wrestler, the superstar, whatever the hell you want to call him. I do like it, but at the same
think the
time, I
Sheik's
also
better, though.
understand I am
Yeah, I
letting
think
my
it's better.
fandom influence my decision.
He got a shocker. Yeah. All right, we got. Hey, somebody got the Russian.
and yes,
Quick.
Eric's right. Razor is the closest.
Yeah, Razor's close, and she comes second.
Hey, Jedi.
Well, look at Jedi coming in there with
Move
the,
Razor
pitching
to
the Razor
S.
to S.
All right. Move Razor Remote to S. Move Steamboat down.
Oh,
There it goes. Oh, hey, but new schools.
You're breaking Pete's heart.
That doesn't
Pete's
count.
heart.
He's old school. Come on, the bad guy. I mean, come on. All right, let's add it up. Let's see who wins.
who do you want me to add first? Old, new? I'm gonna do new.
Let's do old school.
Do you want to do old? What do you want to make come up with the insurmountable? I feel like it's gonna be an insurmountable.
Okay, let's go
10,
old school.
20.
Yeah.
15, 30, 35 plus 6, there's 41, 42, 43, 44 minus 10, 34.
Okay. If the new school wins, I walk out of the show right now. All right, let's see what we got.
10.
Well, that doesn't count because of Razor.
35. Come on, 35.
20. 23. 4. 33.
Uh-oh.
But minus 5.
Oh,
it is 20.
We're going to have minus 5.
Yeah,
It's
plus
that
the Razor remote. You guys,
shit on KO.
no, it should. I don't
28.
care. The Sheik should be an S anyways, and Razor should be old school. All right, so that is it.
I agree. Razor probably should be old school. That's what threw me off when I started, because that's issue 1. When I started, I'm like, and then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to use the logos, and then that might make it fair. So I think I made the right call, because it came closer than I thought it was going to come.
Sheik was amazing. What do you mean, Sheik? Sheik, you didn't have to be. You don't have. I mean, we are 40 plus, but Sheik was still around in the 80s and like almost in the 90s. He was still around too, early 90s.
Well, I don't know about the 90s.
Yeah, I remember. I was young, but I remember Sheik.
I remember Sheik.
I was young.
Old LJN, you know.
Yeah. Oh well, and they had the cartoon. They had the cartoon which had the Sheik in it too.
Like I said, what my problem with doing this list was there were so many wrestlers I thought they would have covers, but they weren't in there. There was no Rock. There was no Stone Cold. There was no Brock Lesnar. There was no Hulk Hogan.
Really?
There was no Andre the Giant. Like, there was a cool.
Is that because they put him on the A's though?
That was an A cover though.
Yeah. Sheik wrestled in the 90s. All right, let's.
What I have is the. I thought it was a variant, but I don't even know if it's a variant now. Was the Rosie the Riveter?
Yeah, the
homage.
Bailey one?
I think,
yeah,
is
no,
it
that
Bailey
was
or somebody?
that was actually a good cover for Bailey.
All right, let's get to the
I thought that was
section real quickly so we can get to the Book of Fett stuff. All right, real quickly.
What are we doing?
Here, we're gonna do the toy segment real quickly.
I was taking that off. Okay, you did it.
All right, so we got a new section. It's the toy segment. I was looking up stuff. I was gonna do toys, but because everybody likes the JLBs, but I started seeing like shit on the internet. Like, you know, when you shop sometimes and you're like, what the hell is this person selling? So I kind of want to do this with you guys real quickly. I think it might be fun or it might suck. It's either called $1 Million Idea or Lonely Virgil Idea. Okay, here we go. This might flop. So for the LJNs, a mask for either Demolition Tag Team Wrestler. I think it's Axe that they have that was actually the LJM character. They want $22.49 for it. $22.49. So here we go. This is what
they're
looks
selling
like.
The actual mask.
Mask, not selling the figure. Now the figure goes for $41. That's what the last sell for Axe was. They're not selling. They're not selling anything but the mask. So for $22.49, is this a $1 million idea, or is this a Lonely Virgil idea? Which, if you know Lonely Virgil,
Lonely Virgil.
So,
that mask looks like it's not going to be used in a wrestling ring. If you get my drift.
Yeah, there's a regular Andre. There's a regular Hogan. There's a regular Undertaker. Yeah, Lonely Virgil.
But they wore into the ring though. Like, it is accurate.
No, but the figure's only worth $40. You're going to pay $22.49 for this. They sold one, by the way. They have sold these. They actually sold these.
You said the figure's worth
8 watchers.
You're selling it for 20. You're wondering if I would buy it?
No, the fig. Okay, no, stop. You missed it. Okay,
I missed it. I know. I had to run out for a second.
All right, so here we go. Just the helmet. This is what's for sale. The helmet, not the figure. Is $22.49. The figure sells for around $40. So then you'd add another $22.49 just to get the. And they have sold these before. But it's $22.49 for what I assume is like a whatever this is. Would you buy it?
Printed helmet.
It fits on there
for that figure, right?
Yeah. And I got it's either Lonely Virgil or it's $1 million idea. No, you cannot wear it. It's only for for
you cannot wear
LJS. By the way, you cannot be married or have a girlfriend and buy this thing in the mail because you'll be in trouble buying this mask. Is all I'm saying.
Why? It's $20.
Yeah, I think I remember
because
seeing
it
this in the. I think I remember seeing this in that Nick Cage movie, 8mm.
I think we're going with Lonely Virgil on this. First off, it's way too expensive. Like it was $5 maybe.
Machine.
I don't know, $25. All right. Speaking of George, the Animal Steel. By the way, the George figure is like a $10 figure. I couldn't find it because it usually is sold in lots. But with George the Animal Steel, you get the Mind Doll, which is a really stupid thing.
What is it? Oh yeah.
Yeah. And they want $22.49 for that. They say you could hold it in his hand.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. For a $10.
Why would I pay double the figure for a
3 times?
Stupid.
What does it say? I can get mass cheaper. Right. I agree.
But the gift sleep.
Shannon, you need to take a picture of it. He is lonely. I bet he is. Some reason he's got some like gimmick going on with Olive Garden now, though. Yeah, all right. Lonely it is. All right. I told you this might not hit. Next up, this is an amazing one. Because Cowboy Bob Orton, they created a 4-arm cast.
Randy's dad.
Shit you not. A 4-arm cast.
Yeah.
The figure is $5, but for $12.49, you can get this to put on his forearm.
No. I'll give him 1 point for ingenuity, though. Like making the cast snap together.
Cowboy hat?
People will pay for it. No, not yet. Hey, I'm telling you, people have. Not a ton of people, Hartman, but people have. $1 million? They love this. They think that the cast is $1 million idea.
Maybe I'm looking at this. Maybe I'm looking at this from the wrong perspective, though. Like it costs probably like 5 cents to make that cast, and he's selling it for $12. That's a pretty healthy profit margin. So
it is.
You don't have to sell.
The mind character back it didn't sell, but I mean it is a healthy thing. But like, is Bob Orton's cast such a big deal?
Well, think of it this way: it makes the Cowboy Bob Orton figure more interesting.
He has a hat that's missing, by the way. If you the hat,
I was going to say he needs the hat.
You can find the hat with him, the cowboy hat. But
well, don't forget the person making this for 5 cents also had to design it.
Sold for $5 without the cast. The figure sells for $5 without the cast, without the hat, without the cast, just $5.
All right,
that's a valid point, I guess. But does it really add?
Well, it makes it complete. But the difference there, Jedi, is that is a piece that came with the figure to make it complete. This is an add-on.
This guy's 3D printing. These are, I didn't know they were doing this, but they're 3D printing custom stuff for this. Like you don't actually get the figure. All you get is the cast for $12.49.
And it's going to get shipped to you for like a stamp.
Yeah. Well, $5.20 shipping.
It's going to cost them a stamp. Yeah, they may charge you $5.20, but they're not shipping it priority. They're putting it on.
Yeah, I think this is another one. I think we're right with Lonely Virgil. This one, however, is brilliant. For $10,
oh, come on,
you get a 2x4 piece of wood.
Get right out of town.
The problem is the figure's way more expensive, and it's hard to find, and he doesn't come up for sale a lot.
I'm only paying $10 if it's actually a piece of wood.
It's a piece of rubber. It's literally a piece of rubber, a white piece.
I don't want a 3D printed piece of plastic, piece of rubber. I want a little piece of wood. That is a little.
No, it's a piece of rubber plastic.
I get you a little piece of wood for about 90 cents.
That's fine. I'd buy it then if it fit my hack.
Hey, it's a must-have. It's $1 million idea. I can see why this is $1 million idea. There, it fits it. It's something they should have had.
I feel like I could pay some. Yeah. I could pay some old guy in the 1920s to whittle me.
Whittle it for me.
All right, this you guys think these are
outside of this?
No, $5 and dime. Bad. You guys got to hear what this one is. This is the LJN Big John Studd and Andre the Giant Slam Match Money Bag WWF WWE Titan Sports. And I was like, what the fuck are they talking about? And I forgot that at one point, Big John Studd, with Bobby the Brain Heenan did it. They challenged Andre the Giant to the Money in the Bag match. So what you get for, and that's what the picture, by the way, this is the picture they used on the promo just so you wouldn't forget. And said, remember that time?
You wouldn't forget.
They literally said, for those people that don't know, this was an actual match. Google it. If you have to say Google it for the item you're selling, I don't know. But here we go. So
Big John can't get $9.
Nah, even Stud in good conditions, like $10 or $20. But they want $22 just for one of these bags, which I think is the worst out of the lot.
Is it? Is that little money that it's filled with?
It looks like his money sticking
green
out of it.
stuff?
I think.
Yeah, it was. Who slams who? Eric's
it out.
right. The money in the bag was a slam contest to see who could sleep who. It is a very deep cut, but are you paying $22.40 for that deep cut?
No, because it's not well done.
I think it's awesome. My kid loves this one. He's loved it since he was one. Andre's
I mean, I like the idea. I like the deep cut idea, but the execution, like, look at the straps on the bag. It looks like McDonald's French fries. Like, I'm looking at the golden arches here. Like, it doesn't.
I didn't price out the Bobby
the golden arches bent over.
All right, so we're gonna go with a little.
My question is, can you use that logo?
Huh?
Yeah, I would go that. Can you use that logo legally?
No, but they can do whatever they want. It's eBay, bro.
I don't.
Yeah, until they tell them
they don't use that logo anymore.
They tell them to take it down. Nobody, by the way, nobody's bought any of these yet. The last one's kind of funny. So, all right. So there was no brother love figure in the LJ headline.
No, unfortunately, there was not.
But apparently, this person decided that this Vince McMahon figure was in such bad shape that they decided to repaint it as a brother love figure. And by the way, this wasn't done. There was actually a second bid before. This might still be up at this time of the show. It was going for bids for $23.50. As you could read, be sure to check out their other amazing auctions. You are bidding on a custom made, which it's not really custom made. It's actually custom painted, but either way, everything you can put in here, but it's the figure of Brother Love, which it isn't. It's really the figure was made by using the body and face and microphone of Vince McMahon and repainted. Figure is for display only. Don't play with it. Don't bash it. It's display only. Makes a great addition to any LJN collection.
Go back so I can look it up. I want to see what it's going for right now.
All right, it might have just sold.
It's LJN. Okay.
All
right, there's Brother Love. All right, it's in there.
Now let me explain something. Let me explain something to you though. Let me explain to you what this idiot did. Vince McMahon figure goes for a pretty penny, like a very even like this is in good shape. This is $147.50, but even in bad shape, which I assume this thing was. It goes for a pretty penny, probably $50 or $60. Pete, what did the finish with? What's it at right now?
4 bids. It ended with 4 bids today.
How many? How much?
$26.14.
So he could have, if he didn't paint it, he could have sold it for more.
It ended, okay.
Then where it ended. But I still think it was $1 million idea.
To be fair, somebody else did this.
Oh my God.
Somebody else did this in November, apparently. They got $73.68.
What? Because they probably could take the paint off. The figures.
Well, I don't think they use Vince McMahon. Theirs is different looking. Theirs looks more like a Mr. Perfect head. Like it's. Oh wait, he's got glasses.
So on this, did he?
Yes.
Is that the actual head?
Oh, yeah. They did a custom resin. That was different.
Vince McMahon's head, and then
that head does not look like that head.
Yeah, he painted it. It is.
It's painted sunglasses on a face.
Okay, so why is the head?
Yeah.
Why is the head different color than the hands?
He paint. Oh, do you know who Brother Love is? Brother Love had like he was always.
But why is his head a different color in his hands?
Yeah, I don't. Well, hey,
he's what?
I don't remember why the hands would be different. I just remember that Brother Love was.
Brother Love did wear gloves because he was like the southern.
It looks like.
And he had like he's always famous for his face being pink to red, to like very flush. All right, well that's how that segment goes. We'll probably throw that one in the trash can, but it was fun doing it. So.
Mankind Cactus Jack creation.
All right,
not a different guy. I'm thinking.
It's like Johnny Cage.
I'm dual screening. Didn't know we were live on FB2. Oh, cool. Yes, we are live on Facebook too. He looked like Johnny. Yeah. All right, so let's get into the non-spoiler version of the show. Let's talk about the Book of Fett this week as much as we can. We're going to put a little video up and kind of try not to spoil anything. I think we could easily say that Gathering Storm was what we expected it to be. A lot better than episode 3 because you couldn't be any worse than episode 3.
I was worried though.
I will say, and
low bar.
Yeah,
I was one was a low bar, but 2, the way this started, I was still like, oh God, no. I had to. I mean, the images I used, I couldn't use a lot.
Cool stuff in here, though. In the flashbacks, there was some cool stuff. They finally. I kind of agree, but with JJ's thing, because now I think the flashbacks are done. Correct? Are we agreeing that the flashbacks are done?
I think they have to be.
They have to
caught
be
up, right?
Well, yeah. I don't want to spoil it by giving away the detail that makes it seem like they're done, but
it seems like they're done.
I kind of did with the picture.
Yeah.
I felt like it might be a minor, but it's not a spool. Like I didn't.
Yeah, but either way, so I think like that
to me, like I don't feel like the flashbacks covered the amount of time they should have covered. Like I feel like
he said he
time period of the flashbacks we've seen is
no,
like
because you disagreed.
2 months.
You disagreed with my timing, which I was telling you what the timing was originally, and you're like, that doesn't make any sense.
I understand the timing.
But they're doing it for 5 years, so
it doesn't make any sense.
He spent like a year in the pit. Spent like 1 to 2 years. Spent a couple of years out there training with the Raiders, and then the last year doing the other stuff.
I have a question about him in the pit and his armor, but I'm going to wait for that.
I have a huge question for that on Sunday. A huge flaw.
Yeah.
The writing, by the way, if you want to talk about the directing, go back and watch this. There's so many writing issues in this still that you can catch. And Pete's right. Different director made it better, but there's still some very, very a nickname that they screw up.
Oh yeah,
the pit part that they screw up. There's a couple lines. This is what I'll say because spoiler alert, but they've done it in every fucking episode a ton of times. He says, "Do you know who I am? I'm Boba Fett." Again in this episode, it drives me crazy. It literally drives me.
He said it like 3 times this episode.
I'm saying every episode.
That's just once. Like 3 times.
Yeah. Wait. Are you talking about when he said it to the droids?
He says it to everybody.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying. I remember him saying it to droids.
Not human.
He says it to everybody. How long was he in the pit? So once again, he spent about a year in the pit, somewhere around a year or so in the pit, and it seems like from what he said,
nobody knows. That's
nobody knows. We just don't
know. You don't know how long, and you don't know how long he was with the Tuskens, and you don't.
Yeah. But we know that's what it was. He's like, he does. It's like I am Batman. That's exactly what it reminded me of. They did have the sit down.
Yep.
I actually thought they did a very bad job writing this too. That's another thing. Like, I'm sorry, Morrison's acting in this is not good. He's ruining Boba Fett.
Actually, I didn't.
Not a great actor.
No, I don't. JJ, how? Okay, between writing and his acting, Boba Fett.
I didn't think this was that bad.
I think it is. I mean, in general, I don't. The problem with the Book of Fett is I don't want to see any more Boba Fett in it. I really don't. I don't want to hear "I am Boba Fett" one more time. I don't want to see
Boba Fett, Daimyo of Tatooine.
I have to go take a nap in the back of tank.
But he's done.
I'm gonna ride a fucking Banta for 80 hours. I don't want to see it anymore.
But he's done. Like,
you think he's done?
No, they said.
What did you say? You better watch it. I warned
no spoilers.
I warned you.
I don't think it's really a spoiler what I'm about to say. It doesn't ruin the storyline in any way, but he finally gets to where Dom wants him to be. So let's see what he does now.
He literally, I swear to God, if they literally take him from riding a fucking Banta every episode for 4 episodes and put him on riding a fucking Rancor for the next 3, I'm gonna lose my shit. I will lose my shit.
Hey, he wants to ride things.
So you're probably gonna lose your shit. He's ridden many beasts greater than this.
Yeah, so get the beast.
He's a rider of beasts.
I mean, like, not to try to spoil shit, but I mean, like, the Boba Fett.
He's like an Amish person. He's like an Amish person in Star Wars. He doesn't want to ride the machinery, just beasts.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate because the lines that he delivers are not delivered well, and the lines he is given are not written well. Fennec Shan is a superstar, and God bless her. And who is that one judge nobody wanted to die? The RBK or whatever. They should people should be saying prayers for this woman because if she
RBK?
died, shows what was the old lady that died like a year ago? JBK. They made a Lego figure on her.
Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Oh, yeah.
They should do the same thing.
Like,
with
what are you talking about?
lady here with
BK. We're done with that segment.
Yeah, with what's this lady's name? Yao Ming. What's the lady's name that plays? What's her name?
Yao Ming.
No, not Yao Ming. The one
Ming Na Wen.
Ming Na Wen.
Ming Na Wei.
Ming Na Wen.
God, you better hope to crap that she doesn't take a contract or say something stupid and not want to make money or quit. Just quit because she's old. Because man, Boba Fett can't carry this.
Yeah, he can't because I will agree with you. The scene where he was delivering these declarations was just awkward. It was just awkward.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll have to wait till Sunday, but the
only thing that I'll say is I don't.
It was kind of like
I understand what people's issues are with the flashbacks, right? Like I get it, but I don't think you could have started it off time wise and done because it would have been like I'll say this about this episode: it was 50% flashback, 50% new stuff. Okay,
was it?
No.
It was 47 minutes.
Try like 3/4 and a quarter.
Yeah, no. They started off.
We need to go look back. It was 40.
Yeah, look, because they started off in look who's in the back tank.
And there was 22 minutes and 30 seconds left after the flashback.
Yeah, it was like a 50-minute episode.
No, it wasn't. It was 40.
Yeah, but that's the full runtime. Just look at the runtime of what you're watching. It was maybe like 12 minutes and
I guess
25 minutes.
I was nearly a half hour in when I looked at my pause, and then we were still
include the 8 minutes of credits they put in.
Yeah, but they also count the beginning of the previews and all the head showing.
I know. I'm just saying it was close to a half hour in when I paused it, and we were still in flashbacks before it shifted over later. Not to say that was bad. They still gave us a good bit of story in what they told us in flashbacks.
Eric, this is what I'm worried
as much
about.
as far as the flashbacks go.
Yeah.
Is I don't like the flashbacks, but this flashback finally at least explained what I've been looking for, which was the motivation part of it. And I won't say what exactly, but
it was stupid, by the way. That wasn't good.
No, I didn't say it was good. I just said it finally gave me an explanation at least.
Yeah, this is what Eric, this is not okay for Star Wars. They're masking a shitty story with this is what I hate. Do not do that.
Yeah.
Right? Star Wars has some.
But honestly, the first 10 minutes, did you feel like you were watching Star Wars? Because I felt like I was watching some knockoff bootleg Blade Runner at first.
Well, how they started that first scene with the blue background, you have it here at the beginning. This scene,
no, not the blue background. I'm talking about after that and after when they go to what we were talking about before. Again, not trying to spoil it. We'll save it for Sunday. But
they're spoiler free. Spoiler free.
Yeah,
I liked the gathering part. I did like the gathering part in the flashbacks. I liked the gathering that he did. I liked all the gathering. But he wasn't talking.
The gathering.
I didn't like it.
I'm not was he Highlander? He's waiting for the quickening.
He's waiting for the quickening.
What was that?
It's Highlander talking.
Like I said, this still had problems. Like when
I got you.
Like somebody said, Dom's right. Like, no, Dom's not right because it's not getting better. It was better than episode 3, which is the little lowest bar you could set. This isn't getting better. Like, this is going back to a point of mediocrity.
And here's the problem. I liked the first 2 episodes. I did like them. I had minor problems, but I liked the first 2 episodes. But the third episode pissed me off, and this one was just kind of mediocre at best.
I thought the first 2 episodes were good. We were cruising good. Then we took a huge dump, and then we're kind of trying to reach our way back up to cruising altitude. And it did an okay job.
No problem with the
in this, but they have. I'll give this one away. They have mods in this again, and it makes them look even stupider than they did before.
Which is that's my worry.
I don't know about that. That's
okay. It's on the
something we can't take back.
This right here.
No, it is stupid.
Yeah,
it is stupid.
Right
it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit
right here.
Yeah, my wife said, "Is that Luna Lovegood?" She wasn't watching. She walked through the room when I was watching. She's like, "Oh, looks like he's got Luna Lovegood Spectre specs on."
I want to answer a question.
There's no filler
from the chat from Hartman.
It's bad writing. It's not filler.
No, it was. This was filler. It was filler. This was absolutely filler. This gave. No, wait. the story
where he's going with
ends. The current story that you watch, the current timeline ends at exactly the same place it did last episode almost. The characters are in almost the exact same position. You've had maybe one scene, poorly acted scene, which maybe advanced it just a little bit, but not really, because the end of that scene was just like, oh, well, everybody just go their own way. And that didn't advance anything. So your characters of Boba Fett and Fennec Shan and all those people are back, with the exception of adding one guy, are back in the same place they were before.
Okay, that's because you're discounting the flashback.
Same place.
But factor this in. Even factoring the flashback,
advance the story.
Flashback got to a point you already knew where you were going. It's filling in the gap.
Well, okay, sorry, calling it fluff.
I already knew. Well,
we knew where it was going to end.
No, you didn't know what his motivation was. You didn't know that one part of the other thing. I can't say what you
kind of did.
Well,
like,
I had guessed his motivation
ahead of time with that story. Not to say I didn't like it. I liked the stories they told in the flashback, but it wasn't really breaking new ground or giving us new information. It was just kind of telling a story of, oh, okay. It was unnecessary. If they didn't give us that,
Eric, don't spoil. Come on,
the series would not have hurt.
Yeah, we can't say that out there. Yeah, I mean, I think you kind of, like I said, I wish if they would have done this one episode sooner, I think I would have been happier. You know what I mean? I think everybody would have been happier. I think if this was episode 3, I think it would have been fine.
In trying not to spoil things or give spoilers by deletion or.
Yeah,
I would say is this:
people are using filler as the wrong thing.
Yeah, no, but this is what I will say about this episode. While it was better than the last episode, I still have great concerns because the things I was worried about in the last episode weren't even touched upon yet. So we still have that coming up.
No. Some of the bad stuff was the same nonsensical bad shit was in this, and then they didn't touch on it. I agree. But Rubens understands what I'm saying. Filler means not point to the story. That's what people are using the word filler for, not filling in back details.
But that's kind of what it is, though.
Any relevance to the story.
No filler. When I think filler, I think.
But that's not what the general public.
When I think filler, I think anime. Yes. Well, I know, but you got to look at filler is like a time delay when there's to fill in the rest of the story. It's basically just time. That's all this episode was to me, was basically a time delay because we need 3 more episodes. So let's just kind of put this in the middle and not much will happen.
Like Bad Batch and Mando season 2.
So to me, it was filler.
Of just like there, you could take it out, and there was nothing for this. You could remove it from the story, and it had nothing to do with the story. Nothing at all. Nothing to do with the story. And that's what people call as a filler episode because it's just filling out 8 episodes. It's not not filling out the story. It's not adding data. They're saying as in a filler episode, as in we have 8 episodes and we need to fill episode number 4 to get to 8 episodes. So we're just going to put some nonsensical thing in there.
I know what you're saying with that, but at the same time,
let's not bullshit around about what they're calling it. But at
the same time, realistically, isn't most of like episode 3 filler? I know everybody loves it. It's like, oh, but you already know where.
I would say 100% 3.
You know what I mean? Because you know where the story's going, and while. Just before we move on, not saying just because you know where a story's going, it automatically is filler. Because Rogue One wasn't filler because you know what they did? They actually made you care about the characters in the story where you knew where it was going. Whereas just telling beat by beat, well, this happened and this happened. This is why they did what they did. It's just filler because you're just trying to tell me how we got from point A to point B to fill that gap.
I would say that. Episode 3 was 98% filler. It really was because there was no point in it.
I don't think it was. I think it was a problem because it was introducing us concepts that they're going to hit upon that I don't want to see. So it's not filler. They were giving
it wasn't filler. I just don't think you liked the story that was there.
Yeah. Okay. Well, no, because I mean,
you introduced no new characters in this. You introduced other new characters in that. I don't see how you can call that filler and this not filler.
I guess you're right.
I think it's just you didn't like it.
I guess no, but see, that's what I was saying. I was thinking like the 2 seconds. No, I was thinking that you could automatically delete, excluding in 3 when you ran into the gang because you'd gone to join you. Okay, because we can spoil 3. People have seen that. Excluding that part, excluding the flashback where you see the death scene, which we don't think was, I didn't think was the Viking, and I think still isn't the Viking. I think that one's.
But that's like the whole episode.
But no, that's it. But that's it. Like that's the only parts.
Wait, what?
Well, you had
the pikes.
You had Blackie try to kill him. You had
episode
the Huts leave. You had the pikes arrive.
No, you could have cut all that shit out. That shit didn't matter. That shit didn't matter at all. You could have cut all that.
That's what the pikes showed up. It didn't matter.
The pikes did. I said. So you had the pikes, him picking up the moped clan, the pikes showing up, him picking up the moped clan, and the flashback of the city. Not him riding on the fucking dunes for 20 minutes in the sand shit. Not him walking down the street saying, "I am Boba Fett."
You're leaving out that they introduced our 10 minutes of, hey, what's a Rancor? Let me tell you all about Rancors now.
You don't need that bullshit either.
They introduced it, and we still have to get.
You just didn't like it. They introduced it into the story. It's part of the story.
You could have just had a Rancor in the pit.
I mean, you're calling it filler because you don't like it, but it's not filler. It's part of the story going forward. It's not filler. That's exposition.
You're telling me that part of the story. Okay, I guess. Well, then this wasn't filler either.
Right. I mean,
the story is
to be fair, he's
right. Filler, and it wasn't filler at all. So, yeah, I mean, this had more of an impact on the story, I think, than episode 3 did, because they haven't done anything to this point with it. So
it gave him his motivation. I'll put that much into it. I don't know that it did much beyond that, but it finally revealed his motivation.
Well, he just stated what we kind of already they showed us. Like that's
assumed.
It's supposed to be. The reason why otherwise it would just be a book and we just fucking read it is they're supposed to show us as much as they tell us with the dialogue. That I thought we already knew kind of what his motivation was without him explicitly saying it out loud.
But but it's lame. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like you still needed it. I mean, they were teasing it. So I guess if you're going to tease it, you got to tell us, but, yeah. And I mean, I thought the Godfather meeting, by the way, was not well done.
Oh, that was done terribly.
So bad.
That was there. I will agree with Marco. That was writing. That was just written like shit.
Bad dialogue.
I'll talk about more once I don't want to mess
bad dialogue.
Really. Sunday, I have big problems with how that was written.
They could have done in that scene that I think people would have laughed at, and also like laughed as in happy, and also been very amused by, and instead of what they did. But once again, I mean, I'm not Dom gonna give this an 8 out of 9, 8 out of 10, but it wasn't like the one last week. It was probably 5 or 5. Well, there's something that I can't explain, but I'm very excited.
Are we going out of 10?
At 10, yeah. I mean, I
think out of 10, I will go to that 5 to 6 range.
Yeah, 5-6 range.
I would still entertain because again, don't get my problems.
You know what I mean? So I mean, it's a little bit entertained. Yeah, I was entertained.
I think I gave the last one. I gave the last one like 3.5 or 4. Wow. No, I bumped it up to 4 because there were less flashbacks. That's right.
Give it a 1.
So I gotta give this one at least a point higher. So I say like 4.5, 5, I guess.
Yeah, this was I definitely.
It was an average. It was average.
Yeah, but Shannon says 30 minutes of explanation of motivation. Okay, I get that. But if we move this, like I said, we have to judge each one on this, so we can't do this. But I'm telling you, if we moved it to, that's why we're judging it by itself as a solo. But I think if you move this, you cut out a little bit of it, you moved it to number 3.
I just saw Hartman's comment.
You saw what?
Hartman's comment about information we didn't have. He bought a table for the palace, like that they were meeting at.
Oh yeah, that's true. He did. He did buy a table.
But I mean, if it stays pat with this,
still think about it. Like as if you were a showrunner or writer, whatever, if you were running this show, think of how many poor choices they made and how they spent their resources. When you go, come on, man, did we really need to spend that much time in that kitchen?
One thing that's starting to bug me, and I cut him a break because
was that necessary? We'll get to it Sunday.
Yeah, well, one thing that's starting to bug me, and I cut him a break because the whole we were so early on in, but now we're over halfway through. We got sold this, I think, by Robert Rodriguez and Favreau as we're going to see Boba Fett's barbaric side.
No,
and, is it really going to come out? And maybe we will.
No, you forget what they said.
We have not seen any of that.
No. They said that they couldn't give us a second trailer or any other trailers because it was so shocking, surprising, and action-packed that they'd be giving away the hottest and most action parts of it. If this is action-packed,
I got to do it. I didn't want to do it, but I got to go back to our old thing because I think it's still there. It wasn't quite this.
Yeah. No, it
but
wasn't.
It's true.
Yeah. Oh,
I watched it though. I wasn't disappointed. It didn't ruin my day.
no, because there were still bits I liked, but there were some misses, and
the end was kind of intriguing, and there's a part in the front part of the
end is intriguing. I will give you that.
Jessica Biel.
Yeah.
It was Jessica Biel.
There's some moments.
Not Jessica Biel. No.
That's why it's average.
Yeah, it was good.
Jessica Biel's entire
It's different people.
It's the girl Footloose. What? Or whatever.
Flashdance.
I will say this. I think I read in an interview that she helped design her own costume. She did a fantastic job. Costume design.
I'm not going to lie. I was a bit distracted for a bit there. She had a Power Girl thing going on with the cut of her dress, and I was like,
"Yeah, that's true."
Well,
I mean,
wow.
In all the episodes she's been in, it's been a really well designed
I wasn't
character for because I mean, you can make a Twilight look really silly. Let's be honest.
Like a big cosplayer type person, so I don't.
Well, I mean, they can make it look really dumb, though, is what I'm saying, and it doesn't look dumb. It looks really well done.
I thought that was done as poorly as the Godfather scene was done. I thought that scene was done pretty well.
By the way, somebody eventually is going to have to draft our favorite musician.
I know, Max Rainbow.
Bastard. He keeps showing up all the time.
I kept telling everybody take him. I mean, I kept telling people Max shows up all the time. Watch my IG.
Well, that's been my game. My game plan to just be, you know what? I'm just going to pick people who I think are going to show up when they're going to show up. And I've made some missteps along the way, but for the most part, I've gotten them to show up. I just haven't gotten those kills or I was hoping this was the kiss. I was hoping we were going to get a furry kiss in here, but it just didn't happen.
It was close. I have a feeling, though.
If you watched it, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, wait till Sunday and we'll get to it.
Yeah, hit it. They did.
I learned one lesson: not to talk to Black K about money. Really, he don't care about the money too much.
You can't. Spoiler alert.
That ain't spoiler anything. Teased.
Yeah.
What was I going to say? So that's probably the best part.
It probably was.
And except for once again,
it was.
It was terrible during the whole time. The whole thing it was bad.
But the scene was still directed better.
Yes, I agree. But the writing was still pretty bad.
But my only point about the directing was look how much more entertaining it could be, even with crappy writing.
Ruben
if you get a capable director
in the chat, I will be debating that. I think it has already been told to me no.
Yeah, I don't know. Gotta let the commish decide that one.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I mean, I just hope that this wasn't like the whole rest of the action we get is Rancors eating people or stepping on.
Yeah, I don't want to see that.
And
yeah,
which I think at this point that's what we're getting. Like the worst thing I think Eric hit it on the head, or whoever said it hit it on the head. Like they're going to do quote unquote fan service, which isn't going to like. I want Star Wars is about telling stories. It really is about telling stories. And if you just drop some idiotic crap in there, then like, okay, I guess that's what we're going to get.
Well, is it me or is this...
Hey, chat, stop. You guys are doing spoilers in the chat. Stop with the spoilers in the chat.
Yeah.
We're going to have to
well, I mean, the spoilers in the chat aside, but doesn't that kind of feel like what they're doing? It's not about the stories, but doesn't it feel like it's not Jar Jar Binks we're trying to sell toys, but doesn't it kind of feel like you're just trying to give us things of, well, we can sell people these things. We can sell these people this Mod Squad. We can sell people a Black K figure. Hey, we can sell people a pair of Huts. Yeah, they showed up for 2 scenes in the whole series, but we can probably sell it to them.
I think if it goes Eric's way, they're just like, yo, listen, it doesn't matter how loud or how rowdy people get at the beginning. If we do dumb stuff that makes no sense, as long as we show you characters that people know, they'll go, that's my Star Wars. It's like if they do
that's what I worry about.
Yeah.
If we do the Rogue One scene again, I've had it. Oh, they already did it. They did it on the bleeping train.
Well, forget that. They did it in the train. They also did it at the end of Mando season 2, but they said, hey, you know what? Instead of Vader,
the train was also Solo, more or less, in the desert.
Yeah, let's use Luke in that Vader role and have him just rip through some Dark Troopers, because I still get that feeling. I'm still flat back to that.
Okay, we got the main villain already. We had a sub villain, a main villain. We got the backstory. We got the backstory. So, like, it isn't, like I said, this was episode 3. Storytelling wise, I'd be in a comfortable place, right? And we've got pretty much what we assume is most of the main characters. Apparently, there probably is going to be next episode 5 is probably going to be some new characters, I would assume. But
I'll stick by what I said on Sunday, which was I feel like this is moving towards a thing where, and I could be wrong, hopefully I am wrong in the end, where they could do this entire 7-episode season in literally like a 2.5-hour movie.
Which is somebody else in chat. And
as far as effective storytelling goes.
I was getting to the point that I hope that that's not the case, but after last episode, in some of this episode, I think that's the case. I think it could have been.
It is feeling like that. There's a lot of things you don't need to tell that we would accept and just move on.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I don't know. But hey, I bet you we haven't asked Dom, so make sure you guys show up on Sunday, because I bet you Dom's going to give it 10 out of 10.
Harsh.
10 out of 10. Well,
yeah, we can't really argue though. See, that's the problem. When we get everybody on, last week we tried to argue that people tried to give all the spoilers away. We couldn't stay.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to avoid. We don't want to spoil it yet. Not today.
Ruben, I know you're not arguing that this is a good series. You can't. You, Sticks, and Dom, like, you guys are the same pat. Like, I mean, the sun, and you every day you wake up, it must smell like roses. It must be sunny wherever the fuck you are.
I mean, like, exactly. I get it. I want to really like it too, and I'm not saying I dislike it, but I had hoped for more.
Yeah. At this point, I think I said it in 1 and 2. I was like, if we get to episode 4 and they don't end the flashbacks by episode 4, and we haven't advanced the story enough by episode 4, you're going to start hearing, it's okay, well, we got 3 episodes left. You got to do some shit. And if you come in at the end and do that bold, like I said, I'm just referring to it as the Rogue One scene. If you do a Rogue One scene at the end to try to turn a pile of shit around at the last, where you had, I still think after
everybody dies.
Well, no, they, all of a
No,
sudden,
you just what, Boba Fett, he just goes
he's all of a sudden in a tunnel, and he's shooting, then he's using everything, he's blowing up
packs and
I think
shit, you just reminded me of a big question I have for Sunday.
Okay, write it down.
I don't need to write it down. I remember it now. It's like, why the hell was he looking for that there?
But that's what I had always promised you guys. Like when I was reading about,
I had that same question.
If they don't get there by episode 5, if we aren't like, okay, we're at war.
Next episode is episode 5, by the way.
Or down the thing. If episode 5 is not, and I promise this to you guys, you can go back and watch the show. If episode 5 is not like, we're legit doing stuff now, we're making a move, we got it going on, then I'm sorry, I'm going to have to criticize. What?
It's not going to be.
I know you guys have been saying that since episode 1, but I've been ranking this as it flows.
I'm just going off of what we saw here. There's characters and story points that they introduced. They have to check back in on that they're going to have to do in episode 5. And it's going to suck because it's the stuff I don't want to see, but they're going to have to do it to get us up to speed. Maybe give us that, what we're hoping for, the tease.
Don't give me the shit that Dave
won't show up until the end of next episode.
Because it gives us some character we want that saves a series. That does not save a series. This series is 7 episodes. We're grading it by episodes, and you have to get the whole season right. And right now, the whole season is not right. The ship has got a lot of leaks in it. And if they don't because this
next episode,
is it 6 or is it 5?
6. It's 6. I don't know if he writes it though. I know he directs it.
I think
Favreau writes all of them.
I think John wrote every one.
Oof. All I'm saying, well, yeah, again, try not to do spoilers or anything like that, but just things they introduced in episode 3 that we know of that they didn't touch on this week, they're going to have to do next week.
Yeah. Yeah, which if you do, and that's another thing.
Yeah, because there were, well, I don't want to spoil anything, but there were certain things that were there last week and not there this week.
But believe me, I will call it a failure. If your gimmick now, if Star Wars has turned into a gimmick where we do garbage and then we do one good episode, and honestly, there was a lot of stuff that was wrong in the last Dave episode, by the way, if you go back and look at it. It was good. Don't get me wrong. But there was a lot of wrong stuff in that last Dave episode that he did.
Which one was his last one?
That's Tana.
Okay.
But if that's what your gimmick in Star Wars is, then just give us a one shot. Then if that's what everybody thinks we need is just, when we get both of them together, they give us a 75% okay episode, then fine. Then give us that, but then don't give us the rest of this stuff, which I don't think we should do.
I think ultimately, these small series like this, especially, but even big series are a lot of times remembered mostly for how they end than anything else. So, I mean, hopefully 6 and 7 are great. I don't believe that they will be necessarily. But
we really need to.
I mean, look at a Game of Thrones where you had 7 really good seasons and one pretty bad 8th season. People remember the 8th season. They forget how good the first 7 were.
No. There's 7. Yeah, but I don't know. I think if you go back and look at some of the Mando, you had the Spider one, you had. I mean, everybody says Tano, but go back.
Well, there's always one bad. Well, that's why we were hoping 3 was the one bad episode, but I don't really think that's true. I think
now I feel like we're getting
average or worse episodes.
That's what I'm saying. I think people are trying to do this pattern, it's okay because it's only one bad episode, but then we're gonna get one good episode, and it's only good because Dave is doing it, and it's resistance, bro, resistance.
I get you. We'll see what we end up with once we get all of them. But yeah, I mean, at this point where we're at, one, I'm worried about where we're going because we again still have stuff that I don't want to see. I know we have to see, and 2, I'm also now wondering if my pro episode 1 and 2 was all based off of hope more so than actual execution. If I go back and rewatch the first 2 episodes, would I still feel the same as I did then? Which was you know what? It had minor problems, but I liked it. I enjoyed it.
I agree, Joe.
Will I still feel the same way now, knowing?
No, Dark. He brought up a good point. This is something I was thinking earlier. I don't want a Kenobi series. As of
now,
right now,
I'm worried about that too.
Oh, well, so what they're doing.
I'm worried about it, but it's an entirely different crew.
It is.
Don't forget.
I know, but how do you let this go? How do you let?
But
I just don't.
It's Star Wars. You've had bad Star Wars movies and good Star Wars movies. That's like saying I can't watch Rogue One because Rise of Skywalker was horrible.
But okay,
I still like Rogue One.
Okay, yes, I get that. But they weren't patting themselves on the back with Rise of the Skywalker. This series, they've been doing nothing but trumping how great it is. It's so action-packed.
No.
They even give you a second trailer. This is Star Wars at its finest. No.
That's just
they don't say that about everything.
That's just drinking the Kool-Aid, though. Don't forget what we're talking about here.
We did the same shit with Kenobi too. They the matchup of a century's coming back.
No. I feel the Kenobi.
They're gonna market it to you.
It's a separate thing. It's a story we don't know what's actually going to be told, but they might have something pocketed away that they were planning on telling. I feel like this Book of Boba Fett is all spun out of, you know what? When we brought Boba Fett back in that Mando season 2, that episode, we brought him back. Man, Robert Rodriguez directed it, which he did not do a great. Go back and rewatch that again. There's a lot of.
We said that at the time, though.
But they said, you know what? Everybody loved it. We brought Boba Fett back. Let's give him a whole series.
That's what I'm saying. I'm the one that pounds the drum. Do not touch stuff. Like, don't break because you're going to break it. And everybody is always like, well, you're just, yeah. Look, man, I am so sad because like they are breaking Boba Fett. They're breaking him. Mm-hmm. And I do not want you did it. You almost did it to Han Solo. You almost did it to Han Solo. You're damn close to breaking Han Solo. He's like, you kind of glued him back and your parents haven't come home to figure out that you fucked him up and put him back in the curio cabinet yet. But you did you glued him back together. And so they're
strangely personal analogy.
What's that?
I said that was a strangely personal analogy.
Yeah, but I mean,
a lot of people
like he didn't want me in school or something.
Get out of here with Rain Johnson bullshit. He wasn't the one that fucking killed Han Solo in a shitty ass form. He's not the one that did. Like, come on, let's get out of here with that.
We did kill Luke.
Yeah, but Luke needed to die. He was fat and drinking purple milk and was worthless anyways.
No, he was.
All three of them were going to die. All three of them were going to die. At least he did something noble. Han Solo died like an idiot while everybody had guns on the guy and didn't shoot him. All right, number 2, you pretty much broke him, right? So you've already broke Han Solo, right? You did. At least Luke gets. If
somehow we got back to a sequel trilogy debate.
Yeah, somehow.
No.
Somehow we've circled back to a sequel trilogy debate.
You're breaking
Ruben back.
You're breaking Boba Fett now. You're breaking Boba Fett. Okay, you are 100%. Anybody disagree with that? And now another one of my faves.
Mm-hmm.
Go after
that's what I feel bad about.
I feel going at the trifecta. You're trying to make me not a Star Wars fan. You broke Han Solo. You're gonna break Boba Fett, and then you're gonna go and kill. And then you're gonna crush Kenobi.
I'm telling you, I start to get misty when I hear Dom get so excited. He's like, you know what? Once Boba Fett's back to 100%, he's gonna do this. I'm like, Dom, that's not what they're doing. It's not gonna happen. And this just...
You killed Han Solo. You are just driving Boba Fett into the ground. What are you going to do with Kenobi?
I'm still waiting for the reveal that Han Solo killed himself.
Don't touch him.
Lightsaber.
What I'm saying is like,
he knew his son had to do it.
You know what I said? Did you hear what I said? You broke it, you glued it together and put it in the curio cabinet. Leave it there. Don't touch it anymore. Please don't touch it anymore.
Ruben, I'm telling you, Han knew that the Snoker Emperor, whoever was pushing his son around, wanted him to kill him, so he didn't want to put that evil on. Don't put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
Getting depressed.
He ignited himself and killed.
He moved on to how they're destroyed. Think about this. By the way, if they kill these 3, you know what they're going to do?
Jones 5.
You know how they're going to end my life? You know how they're going to end my life? They're going to take Thrawn and they're just going to ruin that character. They're going to throw it out. Mary Jade's going to be married to Thrawn somehow, and he didn't really go out there to do everything, and there's no big threat. They're just going to ruin it all.
Thrawn is really Mary Jade. Yeah.
It'll get better in November. I'm losing hope. Which is unfortunate because this whole thing's about hope. But like, it's not. Here's
maybe Andor, the one series that nobody talks about, will be good.
Yeah, it was kind of like Rogue One. Did you expect a lot out of Rogue One? But then
nobody talked about Rogue One. No.
Here, let me ask you this. Because I know what some people are going to say. They're going to say yes, but I want really, before you just shout out yes, I want people to think about this.
Go ahead.
In episode 6, if the Cad Bane animatronics thing happens, do you call bullshit?
Wait, what?
So if in episode 6 they have the showdown between Cad Bane and Boba Fett,
what, like a flashback?
Like anything. No, like a flashback, like a new one, any part of it, any part.
If he shows up in this current series
right now, yes,
I'm just gonna throw up my hands of like, come on, really? This is what we're doing? I'm a Cad Bane fan. I do not want to see that show up here. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, to me the thing is, I'm fine with him showing up. but I would want them to do it in a competent, smart way, which I do not trust them to do at this point at all.
No, at this
like,
point,
it'll be a nonsensical, stupid, and silly thing.
Point. At this point, there's no point. We're past the point of no return.
Well, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, but I think there's people. Yeah. I think there's people that would be like, and I don't know, chat. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me you're not one of them, chat. That if Cad Bane shows up, you're going to be happy as pigs and shit. And that's what's happening. They don't care anymore. They want to give you just if Dave Filoni's episode has Cad Bane in it in any realm where he's a major part of it whatsoever.
Which brings us back to WWE. They don't care about the storylines they're telling. They just want the pop of bringing The Rock back. They're just going to bring a character, a wrestler back, and people are going to go, yay, John Cena's back for the summer, and get everybody excited. That's what you're saying. I'm
just saying, like,
more or less.
Yeah, like
I agree with you. I know exactly what you're saying.
There's some characters that I don't mind if they use it to bring them back properly, even though I think it's late. But you could do it if you do it next episode. But if you bring back,
let me ask you this, because you got to do something with her character besides sidekick. If you brought him back and then had a Fennec Shand Cad Bane rematch, how would you feel about that?
No, why?
No, I don't know. Just saying.
Unless at some point, this is the only way I could see that happening. If the Seven Samurai end up beating the Pikes, right? If the Seven Samurai beat the Pikes,
we're doing Seven Samurai again.
Did you watch the episode?
I think you're past that point.
Did you watch the episode? We're doing the Seven Samurai. If the Seven Samurai, the Ronins end up beating the Pikes, you have to kill off some of the Ronins. And if at the end the Hutts come back in episode 7, and they come back and the showdown is between Cad Bane and Fennec Shand, and Fennec Shand dies, and Cad Bane also dies, then yes, I think I'll accept that. That's the only way.
I don't want any of that.
Yeah. I'm just giving you a path.
No, that's the path I see.
I see the path.
Yeah, the only path. That's the only path. No, but that wasn't what I was saying. I was saying they're going to bring him back and gunsling with Boba Fett. No,
I think I completely screwed up. Absolutely. I think that would be a total screw up.
It takes a tribe, Ruben,
to do it with Boba Fett.
Yeah, I mean, I think because they established it in Bad Batch that yes, I think a showdown between him and Shan. But if they do the corny ass shit like, oh yeah, we used to fight on, and then they bring him in, and then he's part of the Seven Samurai. No, I don't want to see him part of Seven Samurai. I don't want to see him. I don't want to see him as part of the Seven Samurai.
You don't want him to be like Ethan Hawke in the most recent one, where he's Good Night Robo-Show. He's like a broken gunfighter. He doesn't want to shoot anybody.
I mean, JJ, is that what you want?
I haven't.
Think about that. I mean, that's a good question.
No, it's not.
That's a very good question. If they bring him in as one of the Seven Samurai, would you like that? He doesn't. I don't
think it would fit.
Huh?
He's not that type of individual. I don't think it would fit. I mean, they could do it, but I don't think it fit his character.
All right. Well, let's save all this Seven Samurai talk too again for Sunday, because I feel like we're starting to meander our way into
drift.
We're drifting into this topic.
We're drifting.
What's that?
I will say one thing. Hartman says Jim Carrey is Cad Bane. I've never done a fan cast thing for our show. I kind of want to, but my pick for Cad Bane would be Bill Hader. If you know who that is.
I do.
If you ever watched Barry on HBO. But yeah. Bill Hader for Cad Bane.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think, that's the thing with fan service, right? Like, I think if you really want to call it, or fan happiness, I think if you really want to call it fan happiness.
We're not talking fan happiness.
I know, but if you want to, we have to get a showdown, right? Like
I know. Again, I'm worried about with all our Seven Samurai talk that we're meandering our way into topics. We need to wait for Sunday.
For theorizing.
Oh, we absolutely do. I'm just saying, Seven Samurai all the time. I know, and then the chat starts to give it away because they get too anxious about it. But like, yeah, I agree with that. I'm just saying, like, if the Cad Bane situation, if you do not give us a gunslinger like showdown, like 2-episode thing with it, I think, you know what I mean. I just don't want it. So, fuck Jim Carrey. No.
He's got to be Dr. Robotnik in the Sonic sequel.
Yeah, that's where you should keep him. All right. Well, with that being said, and now that I'm depressed, I'm going to go try to get some sleep because that sucks. I was like, man, this episode wasn't so bad. And then you made me think about the future. And now I'm like,
we talked you out of it.
Put the iron
out of it.
You guys did. I'm joining your side now where I'm like, oh my God, man. Like, this is.
Well, I didn't want to form a side, but all of a sudden, after last episode, when I introduced all this crap I didn't want to see, and I was like, oh, wait, I'm not that excited. And they didn't even give me any of the crap that I know is coming. Shit.
Is it? Yeah. I mean, that's.
We're forming our own Seven Samurai band of negativity.
Yeah. I was like optimistic, and then I'm going down to, not
the people as we go through the town.
It's like, oh my God, man, what are we doing here? This is getting, because you're right. There's some good points. Like, you're right. They're going to go back and readdress the 2 seconds for some reason that we don't need to figure out what the moves were doing. Like, we don't need to know. The sooner you die, the better. That's all I need to know. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I swear to God, if they have Han Solo flying with the Millennium Falcon above the air, I'm gonna lose my shit.
DH on.
I'm gonna fucking lose it. I'm literally going to fucking. That would be the biggest piece. I will. You will look.
They'll give us the chewy black cake.
Oh my God! Listen, I could give you a lot of stuff, and like I don't. Rodriguez, yes, Rodriguez is. I think he's got 7. I think he's
one
got
more. I think
7.
Yeah, he's got the last.
I thought it was 5.
So, yeah, I think the next one is is it 5? I think the next one's Ron Howard's daughter, right?
Oh yeah,
Ron Howard. Oh, I'm wrong about that.
Okay.
And then I think it's Filoni, and then I think it's Rodriguez. Could be wrong, but I think that's the way it goes.
It is. You're right. No. All right. But it's also like, oh man, they can't ruin this, and they are.
They can.
Yeah,
they absolutely can.
They can. They can give us diet soda, which I don't want to drink.
This is like 0. I don't even know if it's truly diet. It's like the 0.
I don't want to.
Star Wars 0.
It wasn't, but see, this episode wasn't that bad. Like, you could build off this episode, is all I'm saying. Like,
you could, but again, what I worry about is the building blocks they put in place last episode that still need to be put into this project.
The chat didn't rate the episode.
Fit. And I go, I don't want to build this project anymore.
What do I hope to see?
Joe says it's Crystal Pepsi.
Yeah, Crystal Pepsi. What do I hope to see without
Crystal Pepsi?
What happened? I really do. At this point,
New Coke.
At this point, I do hope that he just assembles the 7 Samurai and it comes to one big beat down of the Pikes, and then at the end the Hutts come back, and there's one last war at the end.
I mean,
we'll go full 7 Samurai, and he'll get the Ronin from Visions, and then you just have all the Kurosawa out there at one time.
Here lies my trouble with the whole concept of them even doing this series. What is the one thing everybody wanted with Boba Fett? A character that had very little lines, very little to do. What did they want?
Him to be an
actual. They wanted to see a badass bounty hunter
movie,
bounty hunter things.
Yeah, I think they wanted a bounty hunter TV show.
What did this series?
I wanted what they sold me.
And what are they going to give us? Dancing with Wolves. I don't need to do this. I want to be a builder rather than like. Oh, they're still missing the piece people want.
I wonder what they sold us.
I like Good Underworld too. Yeah.
I wonder what they sold us. Which they sold us barbaric Boba Fett, going from bounty hunter to crime lord. I've gotten none of that so far.
No,
technically, I guess I got the crime lord part.
No, you didn't, because he's not even a crime lord.
That's true.
We can get into that more when we go the full thing on Sunday.
Yeah.
No, we didn't get that either.
No. Yeah, you didn't because they blew that opportunity. Too.
I was
huge,
dude. I was so. Anyway,
they so blew that. But I mean, I think what I wanted is kind of like what they said. I wanted Underworld, good Underworld.
Yeah, they didn't give us that either.
They definitely didn't give us good Underworld. There's no good Underworld here. I wouldn't care if it's new characters, old characters, whatever, but give us a good. Do you remember the Boba Fett before he went to jail, Clone War stuff, where little kid Boba Fett was traveling around with Bosk and Singh and yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to see that as Boba Fett being an adult, like in cantinas, running deals.
Yeah, as you said,
type of shit.
Didn't you hope, or at least to expect to see? Oh, we're going to see some like down and dirty crime elements. It's a crime lord.
What we got is somebody overcharging kids for water, and the kids just stealing it.
Yeah, not goddamn Robin Hood deciding, you know what, I'm going to make the world a better place because I spent time with the natives in sand dune deserts.
You had, by the way, okay, somebody asked this. Well, I'll answer this question here because it's not a spoiler. The question is, why is Tatooine so important? I don't think I've done this before. I don't think I've told anybody this. Why Tatooine is so important is because it's on one of the hyperspace routes that you can smuggle spice through from the Pike's space to like main. You can't go through Coruscant. So how you can smuggle through the hyperspace lanes, you kind of take it and like, that's Tatooine's kind of a stopping place, and that's why the Pikes have had it, and that's why the Hutts owned it for years because they could tariff the hyperspace lanes, and especially for the Pikes. Now, with that being said,
that's fine. But what's the train for then?
They didn't. Well, that was just shooting spice from one place to the other place.
Well, the only reason I bring the train thing up is the same thing of like when the fucking rebels were trying to escape Hoth. It was like, you realize it's a planet, right? Yeah. They may have a blockade there. You can fly off the planet that way.
Right.
You don't have to fly out the way they are. You mean the planet, people?
You mean in space you can move in 3 dimensions?
Yeah, exactly.
I agree. I agree with that.
Right.
I agree with that.
Right.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, but I think you do need a little bit of a crime lord, or at least a little bit of something, as Joe says, not Governor Fett, which is like,
everything has been just not quite there. Like disappointed. Like, didn't we all expect the mayor to be a much bigger deal than he actually was? Like, didn't we all expect like a lot of things? And it's every time everything's under delivered, which has me very, very concerned. Yeah. This stage in the game, 4 out of 7 episodes in.
Well, we have a villain, but we don't really have a villain.
Yeah.
First it was the mayor, then it was the Hutts, then it was the Pikes. Now it still seems to be the Pikes, but
it again. Oh, the Pikes
see them.
We did. No, he went in there.
The Pikes have been there.
I can't give it away because of something that happened during this episode, but it kind of infers that.
Yeah.
So
what? Yeah, it can infer it all you want, and then when you come to find that they decide, you know what, we're gonna make sad. Tied into the new series.
Cad Bane is the crime lord. Actually, he will show up in Exodus 6 as the ultimate crime lord.
It was Snoke all along. They're gonna play a song like Agatha. It was Snoke all along.
Yeah. Cad Bane will be the Evan Peters boner joke. Episode 6.
So it is 100% the Pikes are the
No, I know. I'm just being silly.
But they did show the main one before too.
We'll see. We'll see how this shakes up. But we'll talk about it on Sunday. Again, I guys, I know we kind of tried to toe the line, and if you've seen it, you kind of know what we're referring to. But
believe me, what you see behind the side. I mean, even
midnight.
Sunday, know what they're in for when you get there, and it's pretty fun. So we'll get more into it on Sunday and do our stuff there. And I think we might come up with like I said, I think we'll have Dom assemble the rumor report Why not at this point? Because this sucks.
Well,
You
who
guys
knows?
got-
Again, based off of how this one ended, we could have a whole new slew of rumor report. Like Dom could have a nice pile of.
No, there is because of the ending. Because of the ending,
Yeah,
I
that's
want
what
him.
I'm saying. Like we could have a lot of fun.
Yes,
Like,
yes, I think you can.
coming
I think
up
it's gonna be really fun.
What
because
did
of the
you
ending.
hear? Really?
Yeah, man, you guys made me feel worse than when I started. Thanks a lot. I had a lot of fun with the wrestling stuff. I don't know if we could do these anymore.
Like bringing you down. Bring you down to my level.
That's what you get for shitting on my Ric Flair cup.
I've been really positive till last episode, and then this episode, I was like, all right, well, it's kind of cracking up, and you guys just went like, yeah, but what if they do this? And it's like, no, absolutely not. Oh my god! All right, let's get out of here. Thank you everybody for
Like
staying.
MJ said, if you expect disappointment, you won't be disappointed.
Yeah, I mean that's usually how I am. I didn't set the expectations that high for the show, anyways. And
Which is disturbing when even that's barely met.
Yeah, I mean, if you get rid of this is what I will say. If you got rid of episode 3, my low expectations of what the show was going to be, it's meeting my low expectations. So there you go.
I'm not calling a win at that point.
Yeah, I mean, well, but then I thought about how they ruined Boba Fett, and I'm like, maybe it isn't reaching the line. All right, we'll see.
How they ripped out
we'll see you guys on Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, they have crushed every one of my favorite characters so far. I just have zero.
All right, before we go, before I hit the button, I'll channel my inner Dom. It's gonna get better. Don't worry, it's gonna get better.
But it hasn't. That's the problem.
It's going to get better.
The problem is it hasn't though.
Power of positive thinking.
All right, guys.
Before I start
crying on air. Let's go.